Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the Easy Allies Community Showcase. Ian, eat up because this
I
is a
didn't
long
realize
stream. This is
we
a
were ready.
long stream. Oh, yeah. You can mute yourself and chomp away. I'm going to be reading for a bit, so you can just kind of nod and smile. I think our audience will appreciate it. Hello, everyone. Let me know if everything looks and sounds okay, because I'm trying something new. I'm using Discord, actually, for the community showcase. I've been using Zoom, and the issue with the Zoom there was it was messing with our cameras. The cameras weren't pretty. I had to do weird transitions and stuff. Not so with Discord. I was very silly for not using Discord up until now. When we go to the next pieces of media, I've added titles to the screens. Our cameras won't look all janky. Next Gen. It's the Next Gen Community Showcase brought to you by Easy Allies and our $10 and above patrons on patreon.com/easyallies. People at that tier once a month, I get to put up this post at the end of the month on our Patreon channel, and people get to submit comments if they just want to talk about stuff, conversation starters specifically tailored to myself and Ian Hinck and the general entertainment industry, specifically video games. But we're also going to enjoy some drawings today, some photographs, some screenshots, 2 pieces of voiceover, some music at the end there, and some really, really great videos. And I just want to reflect on the showcase really quick before we start. I want to thank our community, obviously for the financial support, obviously for making fun entertainment for us to enjoy with our community, and people that are involved in our Patreon or not. But this is also like a gift that I get to give Ian. Like, I'm putting together all of these clips and stuff, and I just keep thinking like, Ian's gonna love this, you know. So it's almost like I'm throwing you a party or something, and it's just like, all right, here we go. Let's listen to somebody, play a Castlevania game for the first time. Let's rearrange, some music from your Western. Like let's get into all of it. Let's talk about Ian
Spoilers, John.
things. Oh yeah. Oh well. Well, I mean, you can spoil it anytime you want by going to patreon.com/easyallies, clicking on that post. But there's even more.
I've never gone to patreon.com/easyallies in my life.
You can do it. I'm not about to start today. But it is also worth noting, I actually realized I think we're pretty good on the posts. So I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to make this public. So if you go to patreon.com/easyallies, click on Community Showcase, one of the tabs on the top there, and then I'm going to make this public for everybody. You can feel free to reply. Your submissions will not be included in the showcase. Apologies to people that all of the comments that Patreon gobbled up. It is known to do that. Let me hold on a second. And then we'll get started.
What's that, man? What's the deal, Patreon?
Public.
I love Patreon,
Save.
but damn.
Yeah, it's like Cookie Monster with those comments, man.
It loves them. Gobble, gobble.
Yep. It's not like I've been watching lots of Sesame Street lately or anything. All right.
Wait, is the child old enough for Sesame Street?
He's just about there. Thanks to HBO. HBO's got a lot of it. And it's great because HBO packaged it in a real weird way where it's like modern, 70s, 90s, 80s. You get a little bit of everything. Yeah.
How old am I?
I'm revisiting
What's
Sesame
happening?
Street lore. Unfortunately, no Sesame Street comments today. But let's go through some comments and then we'll get to all that fancy media stuff later. Are you ready, Ian? He is. He's ready. He's just eating right now. No, it's okay. Here we go. From Megan Linhart, kicking it off. Hello, Ian and Jones. So this month, I'm going to be sticking to my word and reviewing a Goofy movie, in my opinion, to be one of the best Disney films that I believe to have one of the most realistic and relatable messages, as well as having 6 songs. Major blind spot in my Disney love. I have not seen a Goofy movie. I've seen like scenes from it. I've heard music from it. I've never sat down and watched the whole thing. I need to do that. Yeah, I get people straight offended whenever I say that. It's not, as long as I don't think it's a good movie. It's on the list.
It's gotta be on Disney Plus, right?
I'm sure it is, yeah.
Even though they do, like, a friend of mine who worked for Disney said, like, it's an unspoken rule not to talk about Max's mom because they don't want people to think about Goofy like smashing.
Yeah. I mean, the whole family structure of all the Disney characters is like, wait, what? How's that work? And shout out to the new DuckTales, which also like really gets into it. It's basically a road trip movie. It follows Goofy and his son Max. When Max gets in trouble at school for crashing an assembly to impress a girl he likes, Goofy decides to take him on a fishing trip, and this is when the story kicks off. Throughout the film, we see Goofy trying to bond with his son, who really wants nothing to do with him. This is where I think the story gets most of the emotional relatability from. A father who just wants to be part of his son's life, but also Max needing independence because he's grown up. At one point in the story, Pete is with Goofy and tells Goofy that his son betrayed him when Goofy leaves hurt and says to Pete, I know you think Max isn't what... I'm trying to sound like Goofy here. I know you think Max isn't what a son should be, but he loves me. And then Pete retorts, hey, my son respects me. I just get chills thinking about it because of how intense that conversation is. Anyway, there's a lot more, but I don't want to ruin it for anyone. I really enjoyed the music in this film as well. Some fantastic musical numbers like After Today and Open Road. But the real greatness comes from Powerline, from Powerline L2L, such as a bop. Powerline L2L is such a bop. Sorry. He really needs his own film, and they all have a purpose and are very fun and a blast to listen to. Animation is also fluid, and the characters look great. Overall, I think the film is funny, heartwarming, nicely animated, as well as mature. I love seeing a film tackle father-son dynamics and the slight fear of seeing your child grow up. I don't have children myself, but I was a teenager once, so I really believe many can relate to this film in some way, as well as enjoy a great soundtrack and an overall entertaining ride. That's all for me, but I hope everyone is making it through. See you all next month, where we'll probably be talking about some anime I've been watching. Have a splendid rest of your day, allies, and chat.
Yeah.
Oh, to just kick back. Super 3D Cow, thank you. Oh, to just kick back and talk about anime.
The dream.
Not normally what I would have thought, I would want to do, Ian, most of the time, but at the end of 2020, I'll take it. I'll tell you, if I can just lock myself off in a room and just read some anime for, or watch some manga. Yeah, I like reading anime and watching manga. Juan Rolon Jr., just want to say thanks to the both of you, the rest of the allies, and the EZA community for keeping my spirits high the last few months. Was laid off at the beginning of the summer after working at the same place for almost a decade. I've been fortunate enough to find a new job that actually allows me to WFH full-time and work from home, and reminded me somewhat of the scenario you all went through before starting Easy Allies. Thanks again for what you do, and remember that many of us fans find joy in simply watching you do what you love. Amor y respeto, Juan. Thank you. Yes.
I'm glad that you bounced back. That can be really scary.
Yes, indeed. Remember that fun month? That felt like so much longer than a month, but it was just a month. We were just out in the ether.
Pretty wild.
Alexander Zirianov. Hello, Ian and Brandon. Last time Ian was on the community showcase, I asked whether or not you would be interested to hear about my career as a computer networks teacher. You said yes, so here it is. Thank you, Alexander, for actually saving it for the next Ian showcase. That's very considerate. And for sure, I want to find out about your career. In 2005, I started my master's degree education, and at the same time, university asked me to become a computer networks teacher. I thought that teaching isn't my thing, but I agreed to boost my career. Since I saw it as a temporary while I'm studying job, I didn't put much effort and was simply repeating things I saw as a student a year before. I've had those teachers. But during summer break, I've realized two things. I actually enjoy teaching, and I don't want to repeat the same thing because it's boring. So I've stayed and began to chart my own path. We used Cisco Network Academy as a platform, and Cisco provides practice lesson templates. I discarded them and developed my own. To make them more interesting, I've started adding narrative and lore. It ranged from simple implement this old technology since previous admins sold all the new equipment to buy hairspray, to 10-page storyline about a heaven versus hell battle with multiple endings depending on the student's performance. To get them ready for the real world.
That's amazing.
Exams also weren't sacred once I cosplayed a bureaucratic doctor who despised patients and loves filling forms. Yes, some students hated all of this, but most of them loved it and were very engaged.
Fantastic.
I'm just imagining that one guy, like second to last row in the back, the moment Alexander walked in, he's like, oh, God.
Oh, God. He's dressed up.
I'm so proud of you. Once on April Fool's Day, I joked that I'm a king. Next week, 2 different groups of students made crowns from network components and coronated me. After getting used to a single-day events, I've started creating new themes for each semester. One year, students rolled special dice to determine which complications they'll have. Another year, I developed mini-games that revealed clues for assessments upon completion. I also periodically changed classroom decorations. One day, I added a noose made of Ethernet cable to remind everyone that unsuccessful students will be expelled on Christmas Eve. Students loved it so much that it became our signature decoration. Oh my God, gotta explain that one. In 2010, while watching the Winter Olympics closing ceremony, I thought, why is the completion of our course not an event? Next day, I started producing our graduation ceremony. It wasn't anything fancy. My salary as a university teacher was about $100 a month, but we had some humorous awards, fun quizzes, and absurd prizes. Also, we've made investigative journalism-style videos about cheating students and clueless us. It was also successful that for future ceremonies, such humorous videos became the main thing. I was producing and post-producing them, and my colleagues, mostly my ex-students, helped with ideas, props, and acting. Besides videos, anybody who knows how to make what the process is of making videos you don't need to be making while you should be working on schoolwork, I'm there for you. I was producing and Besides videos, one year I made a short FMV game, another short visual novel. Both were played live. Some students said this course was their favorite and most memorable thing during their entire education. And I probably, wear that like a badge, man. And I probably was teaching them something useful since in 2013, Cisco recognized me as the best instructor in Eastern Europe.
Damn.
Sadly, that year I moved to another city and the story came to an end.
Oh.
I love how Alexander was like, you want to hear about teaching? I made games. We're like, oh!
Yeah, wait, which engine did you use for the FMV games?
I wonder.
That was amazing.
Alexander puts the work in, man. Alexander does subtitles in Russian for a lot of the videos that we do, and not afraid of a challenge, not afraid to get creative. Love it.
And the end of that story was just like, and then I moved.
Yeah, that's logically move on to the next thing. Brandon K. Gann, as we're on the precipice merely days away from the next generation, I was able to squeeze in 3 games before new consoles arrive. At the very start of October is Crash 4. It's about time. By far the best Crash game ever made, as there is so much Toys for Bob does well. Most surprising is the story, which is well thought out. With well-thought-out character development, a cohesive narrative, and how it handles being canonically after Crash 3 Warped, but treats what came after well, especially some of the early spin-offs. References, cameos, and jokes tie it all together wonderfully. However, the lasting feeling I'll carry is not just jubilation, as I should, but a cloud of anger due to bizarre choices and how difficulty is implemented. While most of my anger comes from, thankfully, optional challenges, the last world is ridiculous with the level of difficulty. Easily the hardest game in the series, and that should be a goal to strive for when it really does so much else right. Level design, mask mechanics, and some of the inverted level switch-up styles, and much else right. Oh, sorry. And gameplay in interesting ways, but difficulty highlights irritating gameplay decisions, like times when you won't have full control and when you have multiple playable characters, but one is completely different in how they play. At times, Crash 4 feels like it goes out of its way to punish you from leaning the muscle memory it's drilled into you over the previous hours. After 2 weeks with Crash, I transitioned to something easier that only lasted a little over 6 hours, Doom Eternal's DLC, The Ancient Gods Part 1. And to be clear, easier, not easy, because this DLC almost instantly throws you into the fire, setting up combat situations with demons not introduced until the back half of the main game, and it only gets harder from there. While enjoyable overall, environments feel like a checklist of, okay, we need one industrial, one hell, and one near endgame level. All that said, I was surprised with some of the story revelations, as there are plot details so important they make you see not just Eternal, but also Doom 2016 in a new light. Plus, the cliffhanger is setting up what should be the hardest singular fight in Doom to date in Part 2. Taking all of this into account, it's best played immediately after finishing the main campaign, not months after like I did. That's an interesting point. Lastly, Ghostrunner, which came out almost 2 weeks ago, is another difficult game that's also tripped up by some bizarre choices. Bosses and specific gimmicky levels really hurt what is a solid cyberpunk Mirror's Edge. Everything is a combat of platforming or platforming puzzle, and it's mostly satisfying to get through, especially when listening to a great soundtrack and cool areas. Now with Cyberpunk's delay, I'll get to play Gears Tactics and Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, but one thing's for sure, my 2020 GOTY isn't going to be finished until probably March. I'm guessing that's Cyberpunk then? Right. That's the reference there.
Or just that they have to get through a bunch of games and they won't know until March.
But yeah, interesting takes on Crash that I hadn't heard before.
Crash is hard. I'm bad.
Well, I knew it was Crash, but just specifically those irritations. Yeah.
I was finding the beginning hard.
I bounced off Celeste. Like when platformers get hard, I'm like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
I don't need this stress.
I think I beat Celeste.
Because there's something about like
end at least.
There's something about strategy stress, when you're like, okay, I gotta figure this, measure this, and then like platforming stretch is just like, I have a heart attack, man. It's just
I always get mad at my thumbs. I'm like, damn you! Why are you so slow? My eyes saw it.
My eyes.
But
that's why I love when Damiani rolls up and reviews something like Crash, because I'm like, here we go.
Yeah, and then he's just
let's read this,
dude. Anytime like Huber or Damiani or Brad or somebody is like, it's a little easy, I'm like, you go take a hike. Get out of town.
Brad's really kind about it. Brad's really like, yeah, that was kind of easy, but yeah, if it was difficult for you and whatever, Brad, Brad's peaceful. Huber's like,
Huber's like,
press one button, easy. You're done. It's like, what? What was the game? Shadow of Mordor. That was the one.
Shadow of Mordor is very easy, Jones.
I was like, dude, I literally had like a struggle where I killed the guy like 3 or 4 times in a row, and I went to go hunt him. I'm like, I'm tired of this guy sneaking up on me. I want to go get him. And like, I really, really, really struggled with that. And like, I finally killed him. It came in on Monday. I was like to GT. I was like, oh yeah, got it. And Huber's like, I didn't have a problem with one of those guys. I was like, okay.
Press square, Jones. That's the secret to that game.
James Davey. Greetings, Brandon and Ian. I've noticed how some of my recent showcases have been all over the place.
I'm gonna go throw this away, but I can still hear you. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Yeah. I've noticed how some of my recent showcases have been all over the place, and for this reason, the reason for this is because I have so much I want to say and discuss with each ally that my showcases are incoherent and disorderly. I think they're fine. Just thought I'd clarify that now. Let's get on things. First up, I have to say that I am not a fan of Tarantino films. Woo! Curious what happened to Ian's face when he said that. Tarantino is far too ostentatious for my liking, and I feel most of his films are style over substance, and I liken them to junk food cinema, though I do think Pulp Fiction clicked with me, so he does have a few aces up his sleeve, and not just regularly enough to make me think he's a top-tier filmmaker. Can't stand Django Unchained, and I don't know why it's so celebrated, but then I feel the same way about mainstream music. After playing and completing the Dark Pictures Little Hope, it left me pondering what your least favorite horror film cliches are. I have those, we can move on to those, but I'm curious. Ian, are there any Tarantino films you don't like? Because I know you do like Tarantino films, but I was just curious if they're...
I do like Tarantino. I actually also don't like Django Unchained, really.
I was entertained. I wasn't like, but...
Yeah.
I smiled.
I
think I like Hateful Eight better. Because Hateful Eight's like a play.
I didn't like that one either. Yeah, for Tarantino, I find like he's at his best when like constrained.
Buffering.
Huh?
Are we back? Buffering.
My
internet is not great here, man. This is the last stream I am doing. Just get through the showcase, and then I am moving to a place that has good internet, or at least I was promised. Okay.
Yeah, I noticed. I look really like pixelated on the feed, but I look good on my end. So it's.
I like how polarizing Tarantino is in that way. Like I think, like Once Upon a Hollywood, I was like, okay, and my brother loved it, but my brother's like mid-40s, working actor in LA. That was his movie. The movie was made for my brother. Whereas like I really enjoyed the theater aspect of Hateful Eight. It's like one location, lots of characters that are just there the whole time that you learn a lot more about as the play goes on. Whereas like the World War II one.
Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards. I've seen it twice. I saw it once and was like, and I saw it again and I'm like, it just doesn't. I like the story. I like the events. It's just how he tells the story is just so, it's like really good acting. But then again, like, love Pulp Fiction, love Reservoir Dogs, my favorite.
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs is my favorite film.
Pulp
so it's like everybody's
Reservoir.
got different things. I like it. So I think that's what, those are some hot takes, but I think that's the thing about Tarantino. It's like, I'm not angry at that movie. I just prefer other things that he's done.
Pulp and Reservoir, are for sure like pretty much like great all the way through. Inglourious Bastards is interesting because it's got two of his best scenes maybe ever.
Sure.
And then the rest of the movie is like fine.
That's the thing about Tarantino. I don't like Inglourious Bastards. If you want to put on Inglourious Bastards right now, I will watch it and enjoy all of it. It's a confusing film for me. But then again, like the scene where they're all talking in the bar where he's like, oh, he held up 3 fingers instead of that, like that whole build leading up to the end of that scene. It's like chef's kiss, man. It's amazing. He's a really, really talented filmmaker. But
the opening scene.
People have such different. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you should have
Jones's internet.
I mean, his whole performance is just. Oh man.
Jones's internet. My sync is going to be weird. I'm going to look all pixelated.
Sorry, I'm on.
It's fine.
Streaming out, and I'm on Discord at the same time. But oh my goodness, so close. Okay, sorry. And least favorite horror film cliche is when something moves in the background and the music calls your attention to it. It's like I can see.
Yeah.
Thanks soundtrack, but I'm good.
I'll say Little Hope is guilty of one of my least favorite horror cliches. The ending, I won't say more than that, but I really respect Hill House and Bly Manor for not doing the thing you were just talking about, because like it's like I'm watching that show mostly for the colors and for Spot the Ghost. Because like I'm just like, there's Plague Doctor.
Did you check out season 2 of Spot the Ghosts?
Spot the Ghosts.
I think it was there was some really bad horror movie I saw. I think it was like Halloween H2O.
I never saw that one.
And they did it well. It was actually one shot. I was like, wow, Halloween H2O. Somebody was in a doorway and they were looking through the front door, and in the back door, Mike just walked in and walked into the kitchen, and no sound effect, no score, nothing. He just walked.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's so chilling because you do the Leo DiCaprio, like,
yeah.
I saw it. Like that's that's like the nature of horror. It's like,
well, it's
you
interactive.
see that, right?
Yeah. It's interactive. Like that's
of course.
the
Little
point.
Hope is a game that's very obviously inspired by horror films, but blimey, it's so subpar. I think the basic jump scare is overused and cheap. I tell you, after watching The Turning, starring Stranger Things' Finn Wolfhard, I had to physically restrain myself to stay in my seat. Seriously, the film is 100 minutes long. It feels like 180 minutes. Also, the climax of The Turning is one of the worst I've ever seen in any film, let alone in a horror film. As far as the next generation consoles are concerned, I think while the Xbox One looks like a tall standing bin, I always said Xbox One. The Xbox Series X, I think you mean. The PS5 looks like a Nintendo Wii, or maybe he was making a joke. I don't know. The PS5 looks like a Nintendo Wii trying to eat a Blu-ray player. My sentiments about next gen are pretty indifferent. It's cool that another generation is generating as much hype and fervor as it is doing, but 2013 feels recent to me, and thus current gen remains still very relevant. Fair. I mean, you can tell that this last gen is extremely still relevant by how much the new consoles are like, hey, those last gen games, go play those.
Yeah,
like, hey, that Gears 5.
Our entire lineup.
Have you heard about the Sea of Thieves?
Yeah.
All the rich.
Yeah. Tourist, check it out.
Woo. Yeah. My sentiments about Furthermore, at the moment, I feel like there's nothing to be excited about except for the visual enhancements. It seems like Microsoft and Sony are competing in the fruitless and winless console war, and neither of them look amazing, and they don't make me shout, wow, this is next generation. The Nintendo Switch, of course, stays in the background and was released in 2017 with an emphasis on fun and quirkiness at the forefront. We just talked about on the podcast that Nintendo's profits are up 240%. Like, they are not in the background.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard to see them in the background because they are literally crowding everything. I want to ask you both of what your least favorite video game characters are.
This thing's jumping all over the place.
I can't stand Kamala Khan in the Avengers video game. Oh, as I feel that she's brown-nosing corporate creation and she just doesn't shut up. Also, have either of you seen, how do you pronounce this? Quanaquatsi? Quanaquatsi?
Yeah, whatever.
That's the first one you did, right?
I know the movie, and yes, I've seen it.
Was that the first one?
I don't remember the order.
I've seen the first two. He made a third one like 6 years ago or 7 years ago. I haven't seen that. But I saw
Samsara is the one I've seen the most times.
Yeah, rules. I love it. I've seen it several.
Yeah,
I've seen it more than
they're
once.
great.
It's really
they're
great.
amazing.
I remember, I think Mike Buddy introduced me to that, and he put it on, and I was like, "What is this?" And he's like, "It's a movie." I was like, "This isn't a movie." He's like, "That's a movie, man. It's music and just a big music video." And I was like, "This is a weird movie."
What is
one of the best documentaries I've ever seen? The music and scenes from the destructive forces of nature are scintillating. Thanks again for all you do. Love and respect. Blimey, scintillating.
The way he does time lapse is like unmatched. Mm-hmm. This gnarly stuff.
Oh no, I didn't pick these. I'm sorry. Talk amongst yourselves.
Huh?
Talk amongst yourselves. I gotta
Little Hope. I think it's not scary at all, but it's just kind of cute and fun. That was my experience of it. The ending is kind of lame, and I watched all the endings, and they're all kind of lame. But it was cute and fun, and playing just about anything with Ubisoft is like just a treat. So it's pretty good. But yeah, Kawanaskatsi. According to Jesse.
Thanks, Jesse.
Huber. Ubisoft is Huber. Yeah.
Nice. I heard it was just music from that. I didn't know it was sound effects too. That's great. Okay.
Oh, it does all kinds of stuff.
Morgan Mohala, you do all kinds of stuff. Hello, Jones and Ian. For my community showcase post, I would like to have Brandon Jones interview the guests, talk show style, with an assortment of broad-ranging questions related to life in video games. You're not special in any way, Ian. I've done this to everybody. There is a list of 10. Please pick 5 that you like and feel free to skip and replace any unsavory or outlandish questions with a different question from the list. I picked 5. The other 5 are extremely unsavory.
Really?
Extremely. Very outlandish.
Now I want to hear them all.
No. You don't, but you do. I know you do. I know if you saw this list, you'd be like, I'm answering all of them.
I don't have to answer them, but I want to hear them.
But gosh darn it, I'm in charge. Number 1, if time and money weren't factors, what would your easy A dream project be? I must emphasize no limitations. If it helps, imagine Jeff Bezos passed away and was a huge fan of game trailers in Easy A. As a twist, he decided to leave you everything.
Everything?
Everything. What are you making?
I mean, if I had $1 trillion.
While I eat salmon real quick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd make movies. I'd buy a house. I'd make movies. I'd do some traveling. I mean, if I had that amount of wealth, I would definitely like redistribute some of that shit. Like, do some programs, try to like fix things a little bit.
Your dream project is like less suffering.
Yeah,
I
less
have this idea.
I got this idea. I call it America.
Yeah.
But
You're like,
yeah.
What if like this happens and you're like, oh sweet, I can do. Oh shit, I said I was gonna give it on a
said
showcase.
that thing. Well, that's the thing, Jones.
Damn
with this prestigious amount of wealth, this hilarious amount of wealth, you could do everything.
Right.
Like, I would for sure have a house with a recording studio and a million synths in it, and like, maybe get a new car. But like, I would also, start a bunch of programs, like buy out a bunch of police stations or something. I don't know what I would do, but like, I would hire people to manage the wealth.
I want you kicking open the door in your own custom police outfit, being like, I'm in charge.
And then I could say, kid, I own the police.
Yeah, or you'd do the mustache look, right? You'd be like, get him in here. You just call people in your office all day. You get in here. You'd have like a bunch of mugs on you, so you just pick them up each time. And one.
I don't even drink coffee.
I want some butts. Number 5. Please briefly describe one thing from each ally you would like to steal and make your own with no repercussions. An example would be that you steal Brandon Jones's silky smooth voice or Michael Huber's enthusiasm.
For my voice,
wow, that was an excellent response. That was an excellent response. I wouldn't steal your voice, but I would steal your range for sure. I've always wanted to have high range.
4 octaves, bitch.
Yeah. I remember. It's the most thug thing you've ever said. 4 octaves, bitch. An A on a good day. This is as high as I can go.
I forgot the question. Oh yeah, Huber's enthusiasm, pretty good.
Dawn's mystique.
I'm trying to think. Dawn's mystique, and Dawn's like untouchability, like infallibility.
Yeah.
People just love Dawn no matter what he does.
I love Dawn whatever he does.
I love Dawn whatever.
It's not like I don't understand it,
This is hard because I appreciate myself, so I don't want anything from anybody else. But yeah, I don't know, just general, I liked your old house. I would have taken that.
Yes. Number 6, that old house. Hey, you know what? And like, man, it sucks because they keep delivering stuff there. Like so many people have that address, and so just like, sorry. So I let them know like you're gonna be getting lots of packages probably, and we still have like yet to make the official move. So we have to keep going back there.
Have you done the forwarding at the post office?
Yeah, but it's just it's like this weekend is when it goes official. So we have all the dominoes are ready to fall. But man, they are not happy with our house. Every time we go there, it's like screw your walls, screw the fireplace, screw the floor, screw this thing in the back. Like, ooh, okay, have fun. Hard to get yourself because they totally have the right. They own it, but it's just like hard, you don't want to. It's like it's better if we see what you're doing.
Are they gonna tear down the garage?
No, they wouldn't tear down the garage.
They're going to tear down the garage.
Well, we'll go check later. I'll check Google Maps in a decade, see what happens. Number 6, if there were magically 1,000 clones of yourself also living in California, what would you do? Hide, unite, pool money, and buy synth parts?
Some problems, I think. There'd be some problems. Also, 1,000 is a lot.
That's a lot.
But we'd probably get more done. And yeah, I'd probably start a band. Probably have an orgy. Because I mean, why not?
Well, I mean, did you ever read Time Traveler's Wife?
No.
He bounces around time, and so a lot of times he's with himself, and he's like,
"Oh yeah,
can you blame me?" It's a funny idea.
Man, then you get into like really weird moral quandaries where it's like, you get into like a multiplicity situation where it's like, she touched my peppy, Steve. Like, how do I handle like this with my girlfriend? And like, is it cheating if I start dating other people? If I'm 1,000 people, like,
right? Yeah,
economy, it gets real complicated.
You have to get branded. There have to be some sign. Something.
We all get a tattoo. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Number 9. What old person things do you currently do? Please explain if you hope to do more, less, or different old person things moving forward.
Number 1 is these little bastards.
Yeah, my brother loves
I bought Crocs. I gave up. Crocs. Because when I got my standing desk, I was like, well, should I put a pad down for standing, but then the chair gets all irritated. So I was like, hey, wait, Crocs is like a standing pad for your feet.
Hey, let's see if Chad can guess what kind of shoes I'm wearing. What kind of shoes am I wearing, Chad?
No shoes would be my guess.
Ian wins!
Hello.
Welcome to the internet.
I mean,
What shoes am I wearing? Oh, yeah.
I sit like a freakazoid, so like my feet are not usually like, and my socks are always completely half off my feet because I wear the little ankle socks.
Number 10, if you could make it required learning as a senior in high school, what film, video game, and song do you want everyone to experience? I would love school. I had to play video game for school? What school is this?
Yeah, damn. Maybe Shadow of the Colossus?
Ooh.
Because of the lessons you learn,
Is
but
that
also
why you just Last Guardian so much? Is because it just broke your heart? You know, Shadow of the Colossus built you up, and Last Guardian tore you down.
I didn't finish Last Guardian because I couldn't fucking stand playing it.
I know.
Werewolves of London probably would be the song.
Nice.
Besides, like, you know, classical songs and stuff that would actually have more education. No, there's nothing more educational than Werewolves of London.
That's ow, right?
Ow, Werewolves of London. And then what movie? Like, I mean, Princess Bride, but I would expect they'd all seen it. So, man, what's a movie that like imparts a good lesson to a college age person? College professor? Is that what the
Paddington 2.
Oh my God! No Country for Old Men and Paddington 2.
Double feature.
And then then we talk about
and then your video.
life philosophy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had better mic for that video. But whatever.
I love introducing Amanda to dirty songs she didn't know were dirty. It's one of my favorite things. And she's like, this song. And I'm like, yo, this song's about right. You know, I'm like, what's the how? What's that song?
What's that one about?
LaGrange. It's ZZ Top. It's about a whorehouse. It's about a house of ill repute. That's why he's
house of ill repute.
That's what that means. It's him like wink, wink.
ZZ Top had some fun, you know.
ZZ Top had some fun. There's some Aerosmith songs. I remember my mom caught me listening to Love in an Elevator at a very young age, and whatever year that came out, and she was like, "What's the?" And I'm like, "No, Mom, they're two people that love each other in an elevator." She's like, "No."
I remember when I was like
not
2.
what that song is about, Fred.
When I was like 2, I was singing along with that song that goes like, "Tell him that you love him, tell him." But except I thought the words were "damn it, tell him that you need him." So I was just in the backseat as a 2-year-old going, "Damn it."
Milo is gonna get there. Small Leviathan. Hello, Jones and Ian. I hope you and everyone in chat had a lovely Halloween. Being Swedish, I've never really celebrated Halloween, as it's not been a traditional thing here. But I did play Prey on Halloween night, and that's a spooky-ish game, right? Sure. I won't be talking about games in the showcase, though, as I've got something else in mind. A couple of months ago, I mentioned playing through Bastion, as my brother, possibly the biggest Supergiant fan, bought me both that game and Transistor as a random gift when he spotted them on deep discount in the Switch eShop. Since then, I've completed not only Transistor, but Pyre as well. With their latest mega hit Hades fresh on everyone's minds, I want to take some time to talk about my experiences as a late arrival to the Supergiant fan club. Since I've been playing these games in chronological order, let's start with Transistor, which is currently my favorite game in their lineup. I really adore this game's setting and aesthetic, this virtual Art Deco city in which a singer robbed of her voice and are currently stuck in a digital world boyfriend are on a quest to hunt down a shadowy mafia organization as the city is being overrun by a swarm of minimalistic red-on-white cyber creatures. It's actually the first time that plot has ever been explained to me. I've never like needed to know, but I just learned a lot in that sentence. There's a lot to dig into in Transistor, both in terms of its themes and narrative, but also mechanically. I'm really impressed by the ingenuity of this game's combat system and how all of your moves can fill multiple functions, either used in combat or to amplify other moves or your protagonist. It's really clever and inventive, and it's something I really hope we get to see more games toy with in the future. Also, the soundtrack is excellent, and absolutely my favorite of theirs in that department. With that said, let's do what I did and move on to Pyre. Oh boy, Pyre. I'll be completely honest here. I did not like the rights that are so central to Pyre's story and gameplay. They're not poorly designed, or on the contrary, they're really well designed and have a ton of depth, but I hated the way they controlled, and even if I didn't, I still would have found them dull and uninteresting. This is interesting, but I also have a really hard time suspending my disbelief when the narrative constantly treats the game of wizard basketball with such reverence and gravitas. I only mention this up front because every other aspect of Pyre is fantastic. That's in all caps. I feel I should mention. This game has some of the best world building I've seen in a long time, and the overarching story, with its absolutely insane amount of variables and branching paths, is one of the most ambitious video game stories I've had the pleasure of experiencing. It's been about a month since I played it, and I still find myself thinking about the fates of the protagonists, about the outcome of the choices I made. It was absolutely worth my time, even if I spent like half of that doing stuff I didn't really like, as it also it has the second best Supergiant soundtrack. I'm actually playing Hades right now in addition to Prey, as I mentioned earlier, having picked up both during the Steam Halloween sale. I'll be back to talk about those in December. Love and respect, Small Leviathan. What is your history with Supergiant?
I played Bastion a little bit. I beat Transistor. I played a little bit of Pyre. My friend Sarah is in it. And I played a decent amount of Hades. Hades is definitely my favorite. I liked a lot about Transistor, but the one thing, I've talked about this before, but the something just like rubbed me a little bit the wrong way with the sword talking to you and like being a mute female protagonist, and like something just felt a little weird about it to me. I know that's just like a me thing, like whatever, but that kept me from enjoying it super all the way. But the aesthetic is like bonkers in that game. It looks so good. Hades, definitely their best playing game, I think, probably.
That, from what I hear. I played Bastion for like an hour. That was it. That's the only one of their games I've ever touched.
Wait, did I say Braid? I meant Bastion.
Oh, sorry, Braid. No, wait. No, yes, Bastion.
Braid is Jonathan Blow. Yeah.
Right.
If I said Braid, I meant Bastion. I've beaten Braid. I like Braid.
But they are one of my favorite video game success stories. They're one of my favorite, one of my favorite companies to find out what the next thing they're doing is. Just being excited about it, even if I'm like not going to play it. Although I think for Goaties, I definitely need to play Hades. But same thing with the people who made Inside, and then what did they make before Inside?
Limbo,
and then Inside. It's like, oh boy, what are they going to do next? You know?
What are they, Play Dead? Is that?
Yeah, good stuff.
Nightcrypt and Sealey 9. Thank you. Probably said that wrong.
I'm often curious if I say this wrong. V-I-L-L-E. Ville? Or Villy, maybe? Ville Ranto? Hi there. First-time caller, long-time fan here. Let me know how to pronounce that one. I finally upped my pledge. You might have in the past, and I forgot. I finally upped my Patreon pledge to $10. Oh, thank you, because you guys definitely deserve it, and because I have a new job as a teacher now. Everyone's a teacher. I'll have my PS5 on the 19th here in Finland. Going to start the next-gen journey with AC Valhalla, Spider-Man, and then finally diving into Night City in December. I recommend Spider-Man first because it's a short campaign. Well, you can play both at the same time. Looking forward to all of your streams and conversations as we approach the holiday season. Not much else to say at the moment, just wanted to use this opportunity to say hi. I'll keep enjoying Baby Yoda's adventures and wish that you'll get that new president you guys deserve. #politics. With love and respect, Bill Ranto, Sentinel Beach. I can't tell.
Thanks so much.
I can't tell.
What? The president we deserve?
You deserve. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I don't know what America deserves anymore.
Yeah, every president is always the president the other half deserves, I guess. Carl Williams. Hey, Ian and Jones. I'm usually not one to return to playing old games, but with Nintendo doing a limited release of Super Mario Bros. In the form of Super Mario Bros. 35, and because Mario will always be my boy, I had to, at the very least, give the game a shot. I'd figured it would just be like my experience with Tetris 99. I play a couple of matches and not care about it ever again. Boy, was I wrong. I have spent at least 25 hours in this game and have accumulated over 30 wins and show no signs of stopping anytime soon. There has never been a moment where I feel incredibly bored, especially if I'm going through the motions of repeating several levels like 1-1 or 1-2 constantly. I may get frustrated from time to time, whether a bad jump or losing momentum at the worst time possible resulted in my defeat, or simply running out of time, but it just makes the game feel more tense and fun. And just it's always something interesting whenever we review games, when we talk about something that, like, made it easier and therefore less fun. It's like we need to, like, there's this level of like torture we need to have before we're like, yeah, this is good. Like some kind of tension, like when a sequel will take something away, and it's like, well, it's not tense anymore if you take that away. I just love that we're like, give me tension. And just when I could not stand the Hammer Brothers, here comes the lackitude to fuck my shit up. The amount of dread I feel when I must deal with the wave of those bastards is always high. You have not seen true suffering until you see over 10 Lackitudes dropping spinies on your screen and you have less than 100 coins. Absolute madness! There are quite a few things I've yet to accomplish. World 8-4 is the only level I've yet to unlock and clear, and I need to clear World 8-1 as well. I didn't beat Super Mario Bros. Until game trailers. That game's hard. I really want to play as Luigi at least once. I'm hoping Nintendo looks at the performance of this game and gives us more Mario Battle Royale titles. Lastly, I want to go over the Halloween event in Animal Crossing New Horizons. That was an absolute blast. I could not get enough of doing the special emotes with the villagers and taking photos. And I loved walking around as Jack and getting candy from villagers. It made me feel like a mafia boss. If you do not hand over the candy, you might have an unfortunate accident. Capiche? If I have one knock against the event, I wish the face paint designs you get if you were tricked by villagers or Jack were available for use after Halloween. Great point.
Yeah.
I will say that the experience has got me a bit hyped for the upcoming Harvest Festival. I cannot wait to see what they have planned. That is all I have for this month. I do have something special planned for the December showcase to close out this godforsaken year. Hope everyone is staying safe. See you all next month. Carl.
Mario 35 is cool. I think my best... I've played it like maybe 10, 15 times. I think I've gotten like 5th or 3rd or something best.
Wow.
I haven't won, but I'm not the greatest at Mario, so who knows?
30 wins. Yeah, the testament to like how like not stressful, just overworked we all were in October was how little of that Halloween event I played, or just preparation, like to get ready.
I loved it. But,
I thought it was fantastic. It made me so happy.
I'm very excited for the harvest stuff too. I put the mushroom wreath on my door yesterday, and it's beautiful. Sophia has like a mushroom parasol, and I'm like,
that event was the first time I'd really like been in, like I felt like I was really into Animal Crossing when I was playing it like on Halloween. Even like the times I played it during the month of October was very much like, okay, get to the store, buy the candy, okay, it's very just like getting work done. Yeah, so yeah, it'd be nice over Christmas to just like kick back, throw some snowballs.
And then there'll be snow. Yeah,
there'll be snow.
I've had a heart shape made out of holly bushes on my island for months since they introduced bushes. So I'm looking forward to that becoming a little holly bush heart.
And shout out to Spider-Man as well, which is all still snowing in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas lights everywhere.
Yeah.
It's really great. John
I'm
Koenig,
staying home for Christmas, so these are my Christmases.
Nice. Hey, Brandon and Ian. Last month, I felt like the stars had aligned because I could tell Huber about beginning my journey in Yakuza 0, but then the stars promptly launched themselves in random directions and Patreon ate my post. Oh well, that's not going to stop me from talking about Yakuza. I have been hearing about the Yakuza series from the Allies for years now, but I never quite found the desire to start playing. I'd even bought a Zero and Kiwami... bought Zero. Thank you, Google autocorrect. And Kiwami some time ago. Then after, well, you didn't capitalize it. I just want to say, maybe that wouldn't have happened. Did we learn a lesson here? I hope we did. Then a month or two ago, something in me snapped, and I decided it was finally time to give Zero a go, and I'm so glad I did. Right from the start, Yakuza 0 plunged me into the glitzy, grimy world of both the Yakuza gangs and the town of Kamurocho. The opening could be argued to be a bit drawn out, but I loved the slow build to the crisis that initiates and drives Kiryu's story. Plus, once the punching did start, I was rewarded with some fantastic moments. My favorite being Kiryu leaping off a balcony several stories up and through a window into a bathroom, where he then brawls half a dozen thugs he inadvertently ambushed. The storytelling is amazing as well. Every time I begin a side story, I find myself on a trip that often starts completely absurd, only to pivot to heartfelt and touching as the story is resolved. Finding the boys' stolen Dragon Quest cartridge is a great example of a story that had me laughing as the situation became increasingly silly until the very end, when it ended on a genuinely emotional note. I think the thing that sells these side stories so well is just how earnest and passionate Kiryu is. Once he's committing to helping, Kiryu will do whatever is necessary to solve the issue. My favorite Kiryu meme is just like, that's awesome. It's just really serious.
Yeah.
Like the subtitle comes up. That's awesome. Once he is committed to helping, Kiryu will do whatever is necessary to solve the issue. Even when I deliberately pick the most embarrassing dialogue option for him to say, he says it with such conviction, it manages to still feel believable. Let's not forget Majima either. He is a man of masks. At first, you see the showman who can turn a drunk throwing punches into an entertaining performance. Then you meet what you think is the true Majima, a man so driven to restore his status, there is no task too degrading or immoral for him if it will achieve his goal. But then you find even this is just another mask, as he shows he will turn on the people he needs the most if it means protecting an innocent. And this is just scratching the surface. There are numerous varied mini games to pass the time. The combat is exciting and pretty deep, with learning the different styles and how best to use them in different encounters. The visuals are spectacular and some of the best I have ever seen, even 5 years after launch. I'll wrap this up by saying that Yakuza 0 is a legit 10 out of 10 game, and I can't wait to continue my journey in the series. Great review.
Nice. What was the one we played at Easy Living? That's like my entire experience with actually playing these games, and I just loved it.
That was the one that was the one with baseball, right?
Yeah, Well,
Been
that was a
6.
different. That was a different time. Yeah, I don't know.
It's 5. I think it was 5 or
Must
6.
have been. Must have been. Yeah, 5 or 6.
What do I know? I love game reviews. I love all of you write really good game reviews. I really like reading these. It's fun to flex. But then you get a Jason Sackle post. But I think there's just too much damn negativity going on right now. So bringing back the 2020 rule for this month: positive vibes only. Oh, that was Kiwami. Sorry.
Oh, Kwame. Okay. That was the Jason Sackle.
This
post?
is Jason Sackle coming up. This is it right here.
Oh, that was the beginning of that post.
We're about to get into it. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So this may be a bit boring, but we'll see what happens. Started the month off with Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. That game sure is a lot of fun. Sure, it can be challenging, but I find it to be a fun sort of challenge. Ghost of Tsushima Legends ended up being good and better than it had any business being. I agree. I had to put that. I didn't delete Ghost of Tsushima because I do want to finish the campaign, but I had to go away. Ghost of Tsushima. It is refreshing to see such a fleshed out mode. It's so good. It's really
maybe I'll put it on my Pussifive.
It's oh my goodness.
PS4 was the Pussifer.
So let's go right. Yeah, it's repetitive, but it's just you're repeatedly doing everything I like to do in a third-person action game. So it's pretty great. It's refreshing to see such a fleshed out mode be released and added to a game for no charge and not announced. That's the most refreshing thing. It's not the no charge, is that they didn't talk about it before launch. Absolutely insane. When I bought the game, I had no idea it was going to be a thing. This treat of an update has consumed many hours as I continue to hop online with friends and play missions. Did it need to exist? Absolutely not. It seems like they put a lot of work and care into making it. Then to not charge anything? Love it. So a big thanks to Sucker Punch for just being here you go. I continue to chip away at Mario's Super Picross. Still enjoying the heck out of it. It's Picross, and that's enough for me. Let's see. Gave that Kingdom Hearts rhythm game a try. Did not expect a swing jazz rendition of the title screen music, so that was a pleasant surprise. Moving on. New consoles are next week. Whatever anyone decides to get, just enjoy yourselves. Ignore all the console war garbage. Get what you want to get. If you're having fun, that is all the justification you ever need. Personally, I'll be getting the Pussifer 5. I'll be picking up Miles Morales. Probably not the Ultimate Edition. The first game is fresh in my mind. And the Pussy 5. Sorry, the Pussy 5, not the Pussifer 5?
Pussifer, PS4, Pussifer.
Right, so it's Pussy 5.
Pussy 5.
Pussy 5, maybe the Pussy 5.
Pussy 5.
I'll be picking up Miles Morales, probably not the Ultimate Edition. The first game is fresh in my mind, and I'll bet that Spider-Man Remastered will get a PS Plus release before the eventual 2 comes out. I recommend there's for people picking up Spider-Man, there's a previously on. So if you go into the options, which I did to invert the controls, naturally, there's a previously on, and you can watch that. I recommend watching it and I captured it and actually used a clip from it in the review.
In the footage.
Because I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna get weird. Oh, I gotta give you more footage. Oh no, you're done. That video's done.
No, I don't need it anymore.
You're done. All right. Because my internet is slow and that footage was 4K. But you see the new Peter. So it's a nice way to just be like, oh yeah, this new Peter. Okay, let's start the campaign. You just get it in your head.
Right.
You see him in scenes from the first game, and you're like, no, but it's like you gotta just earworm that in there.
All this Pussifer talk got my mind in the wrong spot. So when you said you see the new Peter, it took me a second.
You gotta get that Peter on the Pussify.
I got that new Peter on the Pussify.
Oddly enough, excited for that Astro's Playroom game that comes pre-installed. It's great. You should be excited.
It's great.
It's a lot of fun. Have heard great things about the haptic stuff with the controller, and so can't wait for it to give it a spin. It's short.
It's really.
I actually have
really
no idea
cool.
why I said oddly enough. Astrobot Rescue Mission for PS4. That's what I love about Jason. No edits. Astro Rescue Mission for PS4 was freaking great. Shouldn't underestimate that. Is it a franchise? Oh yeah. Has there been enough different things with that little robot dude that those games can be considered that? The Astro franchise? For sure. I don't know. That doesn't sound right. Oof. Shots fired. Anywho, yeah, probably will give some games on that PS Plus collection a go. Looking at the games I haven't played, may start with Final Fantasy 15. I wonder how that'll work out for me. I also wonder, I'm sure you're going to love it, Jason. I also wonder how that whole thing is, how that whole thing is going to work out. Like, if they're going to add more games, will some games be removed from the collection? Anyways, yeah, I have no idea where this comment is going. So, yeah, play whatever you want, console you want to play on. There's no right or wrong. Just have a good time. I quote the drummer from Spinal Tap, have a good time all the time. Or I think that's the Viv Savage. I think that's the keyboardist. I think Viv Savage is.
Yeah, one of them said it. God, I love that movie.
Have a good time all the time.
We've got frickin' armadillos in our trousers.
I almost quoted, somebody was talking about the PlayStation, we're talking about the Xbox Series X, and I almost said, there's none more black. You can see yourself in both sides. And I was like, no one's going to fucking get
It's
that.
none more black.
You can see yourself in both
Oh
sides.
my god. Who's gonna make like the blacker than black or Venta black or whatever color is the blackest black now? Just make a black album that's just like literally eats all light.
Kick my ass, Master Pants. Hey, Easy Allies. I know 2020 has been an annoying year for a lot of people, and yeah, even I, Master Pants, have been feeling low from time to time. So I thought I would share what I do to cheer myself up, and that is, are all of you ready? Korean cat videos. They're all good, but one particular group of kitties and their owners are my favorite. The owner's name is Claire, and she now has 10 kitties to take care of, up recently from 7. The owner is in most every video, but the thing is, she never shows her face on camera. It's like Muppet Babies.
Yeah.
So the real stars of the videos are the cats. These are AAA, big budget, 10 out of 10 cat videos of cuteness, guaranteed to make you smile. I think Ian would be impressed with the cinematography. There's all different kinds of videos, but my favorites are the ones where there's obstacle courses or mazes set up in a long hallway for the cats to get through. I think I've seen these. Some other good ones are the crazy catnip parties, or building stuff like toy train tracks while cats watch, or just the close-up videos of cats relaxing. The owner even did a few game streams of Breath of the Wild and Animal Crossing with the webcam, of course, being a cat cam. One of them showed a cat looking directly at Link on the screen for a good 20 minutes straight. Anyway, I swear I'm not a cat video shill. Just wanted to share these videos that have been lifting my spirits. They have 3 different channels with tons of videos, and 2 out of 3 have English subtitles. Cream Heroes, regular spelling, cream, then the heroes. But one word though, Claire Love Cat. That's Claire like Claire Redfield, Claire space Lovecat, Luvcat, Luvcat, Lovecat, and Kitty Saurus, which is like dinosaur, but with the I for kitty, Kittisaurus. Kitty Saurus. So that's how you spell those. If you want the links, they're in the Patreon post. You go click on that showcase, click on November 2020. Well,
but they are quite cute. Yeah, they are cute.
I like, not only do I like the cat obstacle courses, I like comparing it to the dog. I saw one video with some lady.
Oh, the dog is always just like
put all her nail polish, and the cat, the dog. I mean, it knocked everything over, but it knew it was going to. The dog kind of looked up at the camera like, "This isn't going to end well." You know?
Are you sure,
come here, buddy? Come here, and he's like, "Fine," and he just knocks everything over. And then they do the cat, and the cat doesn't even stop, doesn't even think about it, just walks like no big deal.
That's why dogs are so pure.
Yeah.
I watched Oakjaw last night. That was a good movie.
Oakjaw?
Oakjaw. It's a couple years ago. It's on Netflix. It's about a super pig. It's by Bong Joon-ho.
Dropping those links, dropping those Korean cat links. We just lost everybody. No, everyone's
yeah.
Going to the showcase.
Oh yeah, it's all cat vids now. Why is it called Cream Heroes?
I don't know.
Oh, because they eat cream. Cats. They lick up saucers of cream.
Whew. I thought it had something to do with Peter's pussifying. I think I got at least 2 or 3 more of those where you'll laugh out loud. So I'm definitely going to use them before the showcase is over. But we only got 1 comment left, and then we're going to get into some draw rings. Cesar Villa.
Hello, my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings.
I couldn't tell if drawings was offensive, because drawing sounds like a thing you put on the fridge, right? I don't know
I love doing.
I don't know if illustrators that make 500 a pop are like, these aren't drawings. So I'm curious.
They're drawings.
They're drawings.
I never mean to offend anyone, but it's like the only accent I can even kind of do, and I like doing little voices. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Spooky October was planned, and then some. Just like last year, I knew I wanted to play Resident Evil 0. Resident Evil Darkside Chronicles was 2020's plan, and while I intended to play it solo, all the mayhem picked the cousin's curiosity, and then the wife joined the fun too.
They played it with their cousins and their wife.
Okay. It was a fun first week of the month. Once that was done, since the Wiimote batteries were already charged, we took a hard turn and played New Super Mario Brothers. New Super Mario Brothers Wii, something that the wife and I had done already, but we thought it...
I like that one, right?
That's the one where you can physically bump each other.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
Yeah, I believe. When that was done, I continued with my spooky plans and went back to one of the greats, Resident Evil 4. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe to... It
on
might
Wii
be one of the top
well.
10 games. One of the top 10 games to revisit. RE4 is just waiting for you to play it every time.
Oh yeah.
Journey's up there too. It's been a few years since I played it, and I want to give it another go. Knowing that Darkside Chronicles would last about a week, I had a lot of months left for RE4, even after playing it so many times over the years. I'm still amazed with the amount of ideas the game has and how well it executes them. It's also very long. 2 discs, baby. The game could have ended after the village, and it would have been a satisfying conclusion. It could end at the castle, and it would still be one of the greats. But then after finishing Sadler at the island, you realize that beating the game is just the beginning. Not only can you start over the game with your upgraded weapons, you get a new difficulty setting, a couple of missions playing as Ada Wong, and last but not least, the mercenary modes that is a blast to play. And after completing each of those extras, you get a reward weapon for the story mode just to entice you to give it another go. I love Huber said he drove like 3 hours with Brad to get the demo for RE4, and he said it was the village. He's like, it was the whole game up to the village. I was like, can you imagine Huber playing that again and again? Because it's so good. It's such a great, and how smart of them to be like, what do we want this game to be? And then they build the village to test how this is going to work. And then you're pushing ladders and, shoving dudes and getting grabbed and stuff. And then like it became the demo, and then, they did a good job with that game.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So
it does end like 6 times.
So, in the story, I don't care about any characters in that, unfortunately.
I love the story. It's so dumb.
What's the Ashley Graham? So the target's name is Ashley Graham, right? Like, yes, that is the name of the president's daughter, Leon.
Yeah, the president's daughter. At least he doesn't like kiss her or something, because that would be so gross.
They come close. They probably wrote it and
she's
then erased
thirsting.
it.
Which is fine. Like a teenage girl thirsting after Leon. I get it.
She is. We're all thirsting for Leon. So, Allies, for next October, I'm thinking of giving Silent Hill a chance.
Yo.
I've only played Shattered Memories on Wii. That's fascinating. This is only Silent Hill?
Weirdly, that works as a first Silent Hill.
But I'm willing to track down copies of whatever you recommend. What should be on top of the list? I mean,
she's 22. She behaves like she's 14.
I remember hearing that. She does not act 22.
My God.
Yeah, please.
What's her blood type? People always tell you your blood types. I love that.
Silent Hill 2 and then 1, or should, just to be pure, 1 and then 2?
Well, since they've played Shat Mems, I feel like you owe it to yourself to play 1, because that's the one that it's kind of spinning off from. So I'd say just do 1, 2, 3. 4 is on Good Old Games now, I guess, and they might have done something with it. But yeah, play them in order. I haven't played 1 in a long time. It is probably rough.
It's a style for sure. So in this game, you're like, PlayStation.
Yeah. Woo.
Coolly cool.
Was that the end of the comment? I feel like we just started talking about Silent Hill.
Yes.
Okay.
What should be on the top of the list? And lastly, Ian, I played Talos Principle early this year, and I'm so glad you hyped so much during the GT days, because otherwise I would have missed out. I sure hope that most of the allies ride the wave with you when you nominate it for Hall of Greats. It sure deserves that honor. I hope November treats you well, allies. We are so close to putting 2020 behind us, but of course there's no guarantee that 2021 will be any better, but one can only hope, as Stamos in Contact, Caesar.
Thank you.
Fingers always crossed.
I don't think anyone would vote for Talos Principle, even though it is super great.
Always depends on whatever games they bring.
Yeah.
Played it, loved it. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, we got a title. Oh, look, our cameras are so nice. I didn't have
update it to say drawings.
Yep. Drawings.
Unless that's like offensive somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, so let me know if drawings undermines the incredible work that all of you have done. Kicking it off with Kit Snow. Hey, allies, here's a link to some drawings of characters I've been writing about recently who I adore. I hope you're all keeping safe and taking care of yourselves. Love, respect always. Kit L. Snow. Gosh darn it. This thing. It
looks like our stream background so far, Kit. Oh, beautiful.
Stop it. Love the profile. Love the color in the back. I always think that's like an interesting choice. Whatever people colors blend in the background compared to what's in the foreground.
That's really nice.
Not only can I not draw, I don't have, I think, color theme. Kit, I will say this: your colors rule. That's one of my favorite things about the work that you do. Good colors. Yeah.
Love it.
Interesting.
I like the expression.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Amanda would love this. I gotta send this to Amanda.
Yeah, that one's cute.
Jolly vibes. There's a story there for sure. Yay.
Wedding? Is that what it says? Wedding
Wedding
looks.
Yeah, Bill's wedding looks.
Somebody
Get ready
getting
for the
married?
wedding. Somebody's getting married. Thank you, Kit.
I love it. Love it.
Fish flop. Hey,
Fish
Ian
flop.
Jones. I think my submission for last month got eaten by Patreon. Gosh darn it.
No.
So this is technically my first time joining the Community Showcase. Welcome. I just want to say thanks for all the allies in the quality content, for the quality content and good vibes. And that extends to all of you, the community members, for your good vibes today. I'm adding that to Fish Flop's message. Here are a few things that I've recently drawn that I think would be fun to share. Recently is being used loosely here since I haven't had much motivation to draw since the pandemic kicked off. But oh well, time is an illusion in 2020.
Yeah.
Number 1 from Fish Flop. My favorite Pokemon.
Fish. Oh, dang. Whoa, look at that rainbow one. Which one is that? I haven't seen that one.
3 of these. I mean, I gotta love Winnie up there for sure in the top left.
Uh-huh. Is that your name for it?
That was my, yeah, that was my...
yeah. That's why I don't nickname them, because then
Pokemon.
I don't know what they are. If it's
What
like a
is
Beetorb
Winnie's
or
name?
something.
Yeah, no.
Alolan
don't
Muck.
remember.
Love that Alolan Muck.
Yeah, Muck is great with the crystals.
Yeah. That bat is pretty great, although that tail is pretty freaky looking.
Heracross, yeah, I wouldn't remember that. That was a tough one.
Heracross?
That's the top left. What a jolly little guy. Yeah, the meme was, I named it Winnie because it liked honey, I think, or something. It was like in its description, so we named it Winnie. And then we kept leveling him up, and so we gave him the thing that just dumps experience on him. And so everybody, when they kept drawing stuff, kept drawing Winnie just gobbling up the honey, like, oh, honey, the sweet experience. Oh, Pokemon. I miss you, but not enough to play the DLC on Switch. 2, Primal Rage fan art that I made after falling down a YouTube hole about the creation of the game and the canceled sequel. Yeah.
I love the
the contrast is so
the flat, like, it's so cool.
Yeah. Very, very neat.
Ow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And 3, my favorite newcomer in Smash Ultimate, King K. Rool. Thanks again, and happy holidays.
That guy.
Again, just the 2D-ness, the fun recreation. I love the
Yeah.
tear. Is that like canon? Does he have like a tear? Is that a thing, style-wise?
I don't know.
In his cape. Really
I wouldn't
great.
be surprised.
I love the glow. The horizontal lines are really great with all the shading. That's really cool. Good stuff, Fish. Chum Nguyen. Hi, Ian and Jones. Been busy arranging my apartment and buying stuff. I will be there next week, so I haven't had time to do much in October. Drew these a couple of days ago. All right.
I'm turning on my AC if you hear more background noise. I'm sorry. Samsara.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, cool.
And one that had to be shelved, as you can see. Why would it have to be shelved?
Your shelved is probably better than anything I would ever complete.
2, in first sketch, you can see how Bossman is different from the final one. Is this Bossman? Wait, what?
That doesn't
and 2 in the first
strike me as a Bossman. I don't think he's got pierced ears.
No, he doesn't. But these 3, you can see the progress here. Sorry.
Ooh.
I love doing this so much.
I love it.
This never gets old. Doing that, it's so great. The depth, just the texture and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. In the first Number 3, I just read 4 volumes of The Way of the House Husband, and I'm excited for the adaptation. The main character is the same in the live-action TV series and in animation, and I think he also did the CMPV commercial promotion video for it a while ago, which sold me on the series. Finally, I want to draw your attention to a game called 13 Sentinels, so that's what I think she might be from? I don't know. I want to draw your attention to a game called 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, which we reviewed at Easy Allies. Played and finished it last month, and the game was a great experience. So many pop culture references and nods with twists that after a slow prologue, I was hooked on the story throughout the game. Love and respect, Terju Ingi. Yeah, that Ben's been banging that drum big time.
Yeah.
At Easy
Might
Allies.
actually have to get around to it.
Hades, and that. We got a lot of stuff here.
There's some more, yeah.
So we got this guy. Oh, here we go. So I think this is what he mentioned with Bossman. This is really great. So yeah, you kind of can't see it, but then it's starting to come into focus.
Oh, there's Bloodworth.
And then
Bossman's leaving.
Yeah, he's on the bottom. He's got.
Who's kissing what down there?
I don't know. Although he added the smooch, Damiani fishing. It's like
Bloodworth is just like holding.
Damiani's hooked on a Bossman. Damiani's about to get yoinked.
Oh, I see.
I hope I'm Batman in the corner there. I love that the cowl is
I think you are the Batman.
Huber with the beard.
Yeah, it's me, Huber, and Brad in the middle. I can't see what I'm saying there. Can you read that?
Or
what I'm thinking?
Brad forgot to do Fiasconauts again this month.
Listen, time is tough.
Yeah, it's an illusion. And then, yeah, I think this is
Yo.
I think this is what he is
Oh, that's
referring to.
Oh,
This is
okay.
the house husband.
I see.
So that's
That looks fun.
yeah, good stuff. Thank you. Yeah, that piece that art is great. I love blood in the background. It's true. Blood is definitely that is hanging over all of us. Scott A. Ford, hey Brandon and Ian. On October 30th, after a 2-year hiatus, I finally beat Bloodborne.
Yo!
Just in time for Halloween. Finally beating Mergo, Garamond, and the Moon Presence in one sitting.
Sweet.
So, to commemorate, here's an older Bloodborne illustration I did, which I think you might have seen. I've seen this before. I think you might have seen this, Ian.
I've seen everything.
Rules.
Oh my god.
It rules.
Oh my god. I love that.
I want that on a black t-shirt now.
Yeah.
I love the rocks falling off the bottom. The roofs on the roof on the top and then the circle in the middle, just everything. It's so good.
Yeah, it's very good. Good.
And
Lord.
I love how him not fighting is such a great call. I love that he's not like he's not like
well, it looks
Simon,
like
he's not Simon Belmonting. All of it's swarming in on him, and he's like, nope.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
It looks more like one of those classic kind of motifs, like a stained glass or something kind of motif.
Really, really good.
Woodcut.
A bit more recently, I made this illustration in the same style based on Dark Souls, combining elements from all 3 games. Did you want to see this one too, Ian? Did you want to see this one?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a glance at it.
Let's take a peek. Yeah.
Ooh, I love this.
The color swap is
yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
The Dark Souls 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still planning on doing 2 more illustrations in the same style inspired by Sekiro and Demon Souls, but probably not for a while, as I'm currently deep in production on my comic project, Hologram Hunter. Here's a few of the first rendered pages alongside their original 3D mock-ups. Sound effects and word balloons are yet to be added. Yeah, here we go. Let's dive in.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Here's the...
Ooh.
Love it. Love it. Love it. No. That's the one I was just clicking on.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, the AT-AT vibes.
Oh, careful. Don't fall on that bottle.
That's so great. You can tell it's drawn well because you can see it move. You know, it's
yeah,
like I can completely imagine how that thing is slowly making its way up that staircase. Very, very, very cool. Lastly, here's some other 3D page mock-ups I'll be working on next, and hopefully share those finished renders in the next showcase. You can see updates of my art and my comics on my website, Instagram, and Twitter by searching Scott A. Ford, 2 T's in Scott, regular spelling. Thanks for all you do and for giving me this opportunity to share my work with the community. Love and respect, Scott, or S_001 in chat.
Yeah.
So yeah, what a tease. Now that we've seen what these turn into.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Love that one. It's very alien to me.
Yeah.
It's very like 70s sci-fi.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Ian
I like
Alexander.
it a lot.
Hello, Brandon and Ian. This month I am submitting more D&D art from my YouTube series, Sword Coast Adventures. I've been drawing at least one new scene from each episode for the thumbnail, as well as some portraits of the characters. Check them out. Check a look.
Checking.
Nah. Assume the checking position.
Dichromia.
And a snake is too. Such a great touch.
Yeah.
That's the nerdy stuff in D&D. Where you're like, my snake has it too.
My snake has it too.
What a cute guy.
Oh, look at these guys.
I love it.
Ooh.
I mean, yes.
That
right?
bird
You know what I mean?
person, dude.
You know what I mean? Can you imagine like a pitch? It's like, okay, you put up this on a wall. You're like, the idea I have for this video game is, and you're like, sold. Give this man money. That is an RPG party. And I was a were-raven when I did my Strahd playthrough, so I know what it's like. I don't know if I wore a cloak when I was in Raven form.
Dude, that's hardcore.
But
that cat's attitude is so good.
Yeah.
It's like what?
Fabulous.
Ooh, dashing.
Yes. All about the eyes. Those cat eyes. rare.
Yeah.
What,
Oh
I'd
my
love to know what's going on
god.
here.
Yeah, who's
What is
that?
it? He's like, whoa, buddy.
Calm down. Quit. You're gonna chop down the whole stable.
Yeah. I mean, both of them died, right? I mean, we're not.
He's got an
This
axe
is
for a
the calm.
peak. Yeah.
This is a calm. Oh, he does. Ooh. Like a hammerhead shark. Love it. Jolly. Yeah.
Whoa.
I love the speed motion.
Yeah.
Love that.
Oh man.
Oh, so cool.
Cool moments.
We must not fall into the river of urine. Sorry.
I mean, that would suck.
Yeah.
That is a
What's
sword.
that?
Jeez.
That'd be a good way to motivate your camp, your party.
Yeah.
Some of the only art I've ever seen done that somebody actually drew after we did something in a campaign was we came in and somebody was describing the room and somebody was like, "There's a creepy doll in the corner," and our mage just like barbecued it. And we're like, "Oh, dude." And we're like, "Was that like a sentient doll or something?"
Safe move.
The DM's like, "No, it's just a doll." And so he like drew a picture, like a post-it, and sent it to us of just like this doll just like getting vaporized.
Ice Dragon R,
memories.
thank you.
Really good stuff. Thank you, Ian. Nick Gothic.
Yeah, that was good.
Hello, Brandon. Hello, Ian. On this probably most tumultuous and climactic day in the U.S. for the past several years. Oh, you think it's just today?
Climactic, I wish.
Yeah. Hold on for that
need
climax. We took Tuesday off for the group stream, not knowing.
I knew.
We stayed the entire week. Man, we kind of did. I somehow scrambled to write a letter to Ian, who I see as the indie ally. Fine. And I'm very glad. Have you heard that new Fiona Apple record? It's pretty amazing.
It's good stuff.
Generally speaking, all the allies are in some way big music nerds, but Ian knows Ian knows everything. Oh my god. And I always feel a smug sense of satisfaction when I recognize a band name that probably nobody seems to pick up on. Also, I have a really big announcement that I'm going public for the first time.
Oh,
You ready?
scrolling through all the art. Ah!
And by gender.
Yay!
I go with both he and she pronouns, and I've been simply felt both a boy and a girl for all my life. I'm a girl boy. I'm sad to say I was never really encouraged to open up my girlish side, but when I discovered that I was bigender, I felt a comfort and rightness that I've never felt in all my 26 years of existence. It's like a drowning person who could finally breathe, or it felt like from an average nasty person that I got superpowers. I reflected long and realized that there was a reason why I liked watching girly shows, liked drawing a lot of women, got madly invested in dramas, screamed for musicians, celebrities, and why I always wanted to wear a skirt and cosplay as female characters. However, I do legitimately enjoy being a boy too, and I do stupidly boyish things sometimes, although always with my own sense of style and beauty. I've never revealed myself by gender openly to anyone before, save only for a few close friends who have been kind and supportive, and every time I do, I feel much braver. It's no secret that Easy A is a big queer fan base. What? And I thought that there was no better place to open myself than in such a loving community like here first. Ian, your commitment to being yourself and doing what is right really speaks to me. You faced many hardships, and there are doubtless many times that you felt alone and overcome by darkness. But know that I and many a people take immense comfort and happiness in knowing that there are people like you out there, talented, methodical, at once infinitely magnificent, and just as modest. So here's my small gift to you, where we joined for a brief music session where Ian is playing some spooky synth pop or a witch house. Ian's become such a master of synths that they can manipulate their korgs and moogs telekinetically. And meanwhile, I only know the guitar, not really sure if I fit it all, haha. To be honest, it's a pretty rushed drawing. At the very least, I hope this is cause for celebration. Thanks for everything, Ian. Love and respect. Nick Gothic, at ClownBoss on Twitter.
Love that. Oh my god, yes! I love this! This is amazing. I love this.
Congratulations, Nick. That's
Congratulations,
wonderful.
yeah.
That was a big step. Thank you for doing that in the showcase.
Welcome aboard.
The things that I have learned, the relationships that we've shared through all of this. I feel bad that we just keep bringing in new allies. You know, there's like some allies come in, they're like, I'm not familiar with this game or the story or something coming back and repeating in the showcase. But then again, like, obviously, Ian, it's wonderful to have you here for this announcement.
I'm misty-eyed right now. I'm emotional.
Very
nice.
I got a little misty when I brought up the art. Again, it was like I was saying at the beginning. I was like, I'm looking forward to the showcase. It's fun to just click a button and just like, boop, drop some emotions on Ian.
Yeah.
Also cool, screenshots.
Oh.
No titles. And Nick, thank you, because man, this year, let's just enjoy that, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the stuff. Bottle
Yeah.
that. Asbo Zapruder. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Another month has come and gone on the island of Poppleton. To be honest, not a lot happened, but nonetheless, I want to give you an update. There we go. Are you ready? It all started. It all started when Shep moved in. As an official member of the Poppleton Welcome Wagon, I went to his house and introduced myself. Unfortunately, I found reason to believe that he didn't want to be welcomed.
Huh? Classic Shep.
Oh, Shep. He shouted that we were all heathens and that the island needed to be cleansed. Some thought it was just an act to add the spooky vibes, but I was unsettled. I had other problems, though. Patty asked me to join her on a visit to Phoebe's, saying that Phoebe had been acting strange recently. Although Phoebe kept repeating that nothing was wrong and she didn't know why we were worried, it was clear that something was off. But even that had to be put on hold when Isabel asked me to check on the island pumpkin patch. Good way to incorporate, holiday themes into the story. Someone had dug up some of the pumpkins, specifically all the green pumpkins, and I recognized the shovel that was used. I had plenty of time to look at it when I was trapped by a pitfall seed. Shep's house was unlocked but empty. The papers I found contained writings about the so-called zombie pumpkins and other unhinged ramblings. Most disturbing, however, were the pictures of Boomer on his wall. I ran to Boomer's house to make sure he was okay. Nothing happened this month. Everything seemed to be fine, but then when I heard what sounded like a cry for help in the basement.
And the green pumpkins are there.
Yeah, what's the the Clue theme? It's like but that's not the way. Yeah, there we go. Let's get to the basement quick. Oh no.
Oh no.
What I found shocked me. Literally, an underground lab and Shep trapped in a cage. As I searched for a way to set him free, he apologized for not destroying all the zombie pumpkins in time. I heard the sound and was relieved to see Patty, but that relief disappeared as she entered, followed by more islanders.
Oh no.
My cries for help fell on deaf ears as they inched closer and closer, cornering me until everything just turned out fine. Honestly, I can't remember what the fuss was all about. Anyway, that was October. I'm sure November will be a bit more interesting. Until then, Aspo Zapruder / Screaming Argonaut.
I love it.
Everything's fine. Happy ending.
Yeah, nothing went wrong. Funny story. In seedlings, we had pumpkin zombies, so it's a thing. I loved that. That was fun.
It's a nut. You know what I could use? Some more Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Hello, Brandon. Hello, Ian. This is my first community showcase submission. This is from Monica, and it's really not only mine, but also on behalf of 4 other community members: Sarah Knight, Jesse Blue, MXA Ghost, and Rebecca Heegard.
I did this. I want to
share with you our Animal Crossing Halloween project or more, like just a tiny bit of it, a tease. You know I love teases. It really started as a surprise for Jones for a potential Halloween island hop. Apologies if you created it for that intent and I didn't do it. I just didn't want to show special attention. I received a lot of requests for people that wanted me to come to their islands. Sarah built a haunted house on her island, Meridian, came up with 6 characters and wrote a script for them. Each of us had a unique costume and was assigned to a specific room in the house. And even if things didn't work out the way we initially planned, we had a blast and it was such a fun thing to do together. Huge shout out and thanks to Ian and Sophia because they were kind enough to visit the haunted house on Halloween, and all of us are grateful that we were able to show them what we had prepared. Unfortunately, the haunted house is out of commission as we are not able to stay in it 24/7, but the house itself is preserved in Meridian's dream address for now, which is on, again, we can, if you share that in chat, that would be wonderful. But again, it's on our Patreon. So if any of you are interested, I highly recommend you at least visit it that way, because even without the characters, it's still very charming. Sarah did an amazing job with it. Trust me, it'll give you the creeps. Love and respect, Monica. Tara Even, Taraevyn on Twitch and Discord. And I love this tease because we get, hold on a second, it's like, just kidding. Come, let's go check out this haunted house. Oh, where is it? Got a sign there? Oh, what's this? Oh no, seems kind of scary. Well, here we go.
That was a good It was fantastic. I had a real hoot. I was sad that I couldn't record it when I did it because it was so fun. They all had characters and like said lines and popped out and chased me around and stuff. It was great.
Yeah, and apologies. There were more plans I also had planned for Halloween that didn't happen because it was a very busy month. Thank you for doing that. Elliot Key. Hey, allies. Last month, I showed you some pictures of pumpkins I had carved over the last few years. I also asked for suggestions, but unfortunately, Kazuma is above my artistic ability. Pictured are the 2 pumpkins I carved for my office.
Oh, nice.
Got the house and the cat. Very traditional.
Very good.
Dig 'em. The pumpkin I carved for myself. And the one I did for my dad, who works for the Community Health Center of Snohomish County. So, the CHC, you know. As like the kids say. Lastly, the costume I wore for work on the 30th. Have you either checked out Umbrella Academy yet? Love and respect,
Yes.
Ellie, aka Hydro Shutterbug in chat. Amanda has. She saw the first season.
I liked it. I didn't like it at first, and then season 1 grew on me, and season 2 I really liked.
You know what? I only got 4 things. Hold on a second. I want to see this costume here. I was wondering why I was like, oh, Umbrella Academy. I wonder what that is referencing. It was referencing the thing you sent. No.
Next Gen Hef's come and got eaten.
I might have skipped it. No, I don't think it did. I do have that. I don't know why. Okay. I got the link. We're gonna fix all these things in real time. It's one of the things that's nice about doing Community Showcase at my desk now, because things always go wrong. You sent a link to a tweet that has 4 images. I don't know where the other one is. Links to tweets for pictures. I got a link there. I got one big old link. Oh no, there are 2.
2 links, Jones.
2 links. Oh my goodness, yeah. 2 links. Can I just drag this? Can I just go boop? Oh wait, no.
Just go boop.
I wonder if I can just go boop. No, I can't. I gotta boop over here.
You gotta delete or download it, and then.
Yeah. I gotta boop over here, and then boop over there.
In the meantime, I'll just scream into the microphone.
Man. Bam!
Oh damn! Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yes. Apologies for that.
It's a good show, man. I think you dig it, Jones.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
Well,
if you could watch the show, would you?
Sorry.
We're full screen now.
Yeah, because I skipped somebody that they said, and I think I just literally skipped him on the list. I don't think I forgot to copy him over because I remember seeing that name. Next Gen Half. Yeah, I totally skipped Next Gen Half. Sorry, going back. Hey guys, had a pretty laid back October. I played a lot of Ghost of Tsushima Legends in the new Pokemon expansion Crown Tundra. In terms of GOT Legends, I had a blast. This Destiny-like game mode is something I truly adore. I would say this multiplayer mode ranks near the top, if not the #1 multiplayer mode for a single-player game. The very first mission I did was with a rando, and we perfectly timed multiple dual stealth kills over and over. It was an amazing feeling.
Very
cool.
Beat
all story, and that's the other great thing about it too, is that like Avengers I love dearly, but it's like the multiplayer just sucks. With strangers, it sucks because it's very objective based. Like you could get somebody that's just like bye, haha. Whereas
like the one time we streamed it, like what was that dude's name?
You are being swarmed. And so it's like you have to work. Why are you playing this if you're not going to work together and destroy these things? It's kind of like the Warhammer, where it's just like you can't hide. Like you're just going to be constantly overrun by these things. And so I imagine it is more satisfying and lends to more cooperation if you play with random people. But I have yet to do that. I have beat all story and survival missions on bronze, silver, and gold. All that remains is nightmare mode, the raid, and leveling up other characters along with collecting legendary gear and cosmetics. Hope you guys continue to play it in the future. Keep those glorious headshots coming, Jones. I'm glad that people are happy about headshots because that's like terrifying. Whenever I like play a game for streaming and they're like, use the sniper rifle. It's like, please anything but. This is literally just like, am I a good gamer? Am I a good gamer? Am I a good gamer? The stress. I will most likely do so on the PS5 in the coming weeks. The Pokemon expansion, on the other hand, was, again, last gen. It's like excited to play Adventures, excited to play Ghost, excited to play, maybe replay some things, all those PS collections. The new
Demon Souls and Bloodborne, day one,
of course,
baby.
I still felt like I was. Oh, sorry. The new co-op mode was a great expansion. The Pokemon expansion, on the other hand, was kind of meh. The new co-op mode was a great expansion, but on the raids in the game, no more annoying shields. But I still, as was the raids in the game, but I still felt like it was missing something to put it over the top. The main story, even for a kid's game story, was very meh and super handholdy, and had a huge amount of text exposition. Go here, listen to dialogue, go back to town, more dialogue, go here, even more dialogue, go back to the same town for some more, go here, back to town again, and on until you finished it. The entire new region felt amazing when you were initially exploring it, but as you come to recognize each area, it starts to feel smaller and smaller. In the end, I would have to say it's a decent expansion, only held back by the core issues established in the main game, and gods, that story. Don't do it in one go, way too much text. Finally, I've started collecting amiibo. 2020.
Calm down, Jones.
Yeah. In October, I got a Japan import Rider Link amiibo, along with the Joker and the Hero Smash amiibo. The Hero amiibo, I wonder if it was a gift, too. That's how it always starts. Someone's like, hey, here's the thing. And you're like, why did you do... No! The Hero amiibo is very surprising for me because it's it has one, if not the best painted face of all the amiibo out there. Come November 20th, I will be receiving one of each of the Breath of the Wild Champion amiibo that are being re-released. Those look extremely cool.
Yeah.
To add to my newly formed collection. Hope you guys have a great next-gen week. Cannot wait until my PS5 arrives. Love and respect, Sean.
I got a date on Amazon, and my second controller is arriving today from Amazon. I'm excited.
It's going to be good. Where were we? Still on screenshots? We're on photos.
We're in photos.
Yeah, we're on photos. Yeah. Parasite Paladin. I have some images to share. Still new to this tier, so I am just having some fun. I mean, I hope everybody's having fun.
Yeah.
Number one. These are some great random pictures. I love it.
I love Community Showcase, man. This is
fun.
This is a hoot.
It's stressful to set up, but once it's all done.
Oh, I imagine.
I miss people and stuff gets eaten. People are like, well, I wanted to be in last month. It's like, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. You didn't see that invisible thing? Like, I didn't.
We throw Jones under the bus with like ruthless abandon. It's like a part of the culture.
Here's what 10 pounds of animal crackers looks like.
This is like college flashbacks right here. I would scarf these things. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Oh man.
I love this.
Hey, I use all free and clear.
Yeah, this is just a picture I took. You know, went through the photos on the phone. This one seemed relevant. Oh yeah.
Are those all the same?
Here's my little collection. Here's my little collection of the anime character Hitagi Shinjogara. Senjo Gahara.
She's
Hitagi
cute.
Senjo Gahara.
What's she from?
Would be my guess. Japan.
Well.
4. Here are my 12 wrestling shirts. Starting from the top left are the shirts for Kazuchika Okada, Jiyushin Thunder Liger, Tetsuya Naito, Hana Kimura, NJPW in New York, NJPW Fighting Spirit Unleashed event shirt, AEW Double or Nothing event shirt, Kenta G1 Supercard event shirt, and my favorite LIG group shirt, WWE Money in the Bank shirt, the only one I regret buying. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
It looks like that green one.
The green one? That's hilarious. Looks like a Mountain Dew shirt.
Go to Sleep Club is funny to me.
WWE NXT TakeOver shirt. I buy shirts at all the events I go to. The contact's right at the end there. But I like it. Number 5. Here's my keychain collection. I've had it for pretty much my whole life. Slowly collecting. It's about... Curious. How many do you think that is, Ian?
132.
All right. What do you think, chat? What do we think? How many are we looking at right here? I'm going to ask you in the next one. If you've already figured it out and you're comfortable with the decision, I would also like to know how many strategy guides that is. Lock in that image. Okay, let's see. How is everybody doing? Okay, Sarah Knight's the closest at 120. 109.
Oh, I overshot it.
Very good.
I was guessing that each one had about 8 or 10.
Everybody plays their bets. How many of these, though, huh?
Oh, boy.
How many of those? How many on one chassis? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How long is the shelf?
Yeah, probably like 40, 80, plus 30, plus another 30.
Your keychains are great. That DS collection, though, I don't know.
I'm going to guess there's 186 here.
190, in close.
Damn!
Here's my pride and joy, my strategy guide collection. I have about 190 guides, not counting the couple of extras I have. If you're curious, here's a link to the list of what I have specifically in all of those things. Again, you can get those links on Patreon.
I still have like beautiful
we're back
memories
here.
of the Suikoden guide.
The Final Fantasy VI guide I used was great. I felt very attached to that writer. He wrote it very conversationally, and I very much enjoyed it. He kind of set the bar for every game fact I read after that, where I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
What is this? Enough with the jokes. I'm trying to beat a video game here.
Run-on sentences. I'm
Yeah,
out
come
of
on.
here.
Out! RF Switch. With some voiceover, Jesse Blue and RF Switch here to tell some stories. A real treat from Jesse Blue this month. Kicking off RF Switch. Note, yes, Themis is pronounced. I'll probably explain why someday, I hope. Greetings, Jones and Ian. And so we find ourselves once again in the world of Themis the Cat Girl. This one is a bit melodramatic, cue the edgy Ian emote, but is about the much younger version of Zeke O'Malley. Set 11 years before the events of Book 1, this is a story about an accident that causes hurt feelings and blossoms into teen romance. Yes. Between the young teen and his first girlfriend, Samantha Garrett. So sit back, relax, and let those awkward teen memories unfurl in your mind. Love and respect, RF Switch. P.S. I have re-edited the first short story, The Date, to polish it up. I've gotten some equipment to make my audio quality much better in spite of losing my wallet and everything in it.
Uh-oh.
It's one thing if you get it stolen. It's another thing to lose it. It's like, that's, sorry, a moment for you, RF, because that sucks. Anyway, and now a world premiere excerpt from Accidental Damage, written and performed by RF Switch. To support me in this desperate time, please go to Ko-Fi under the username RF Switch Art. All one word. Take it away.
The boy sat quietly, still looking around the place, thinking about how
I don't
he was
hear
in
it.
Sam's room, alone,
I can't hear
sitting
it.
on her bed.
I probably can't. I'm probably not hearing your Discord. Stop streaming to me and then start again. Sometimes that fixes it. Our cameras might go crazy for a sec. Wow. Now you can't. Now they can't hear you.
Sorry.
You have to, when you share it, you have to say,
One streaming channel general.
yeah.
And it doesn't specify audio. It just says, yeah, go stream it.
Yeah, I wonder if it. Well, just try again and we'll see.
And then there you go.
The boy sat quietly,
Try it.
still.
That was it.
Oh
I
no.
played a little bit of it.
Hmm.
Okay.
What do we do? Discord is weird. Sometimes it just doesn't do it.
Yeah, we can maybe do.
Here, wait. If it's in the Patreon post
No, you're gonna have to do that for what, like
for everything.
8 music videos and
Oh,
13 other videos. Like, come on.
Yeah, that'll be a pain.
I
Oh wait, I can't just listen on Twitch. I'll be delayed, but I can listen.
Yeah. You won't be reacting during the thing, but we can just kick back and listen to it.
Yeah, yeah.
That is the issue. That is the.
That works in a pinch. I'll just listen on.
Hold on a second. Ian, go away.
Okay.
Just checking settings. You know.
Goodbye. I don't know where I am. It's dark. I'm scared and moist.
Stop it.
Looking around the place.
Can you hear it now?
Thinking about how he was in
No.
Sam.
Okay. That was a setting. Just
Let me
checking.
double check. There's nothing weird happening on my side.
I don't know why that would. That's ridiculous.
I mean, I'm hearing you through Discord.
All your yeah.
I'll just listen through the stream. It's okay.
I mean, we can also. I can just zoom you, and I can just set that up really quick. We can just do the classic zoom. I did this to prevent that. I did this so. I mean, here's Ian's beautiful face again.
If you wanna,
That's
whatever
okay,
you want to do and whatever
If-
Chate wants.
If and you wanna. Yeah. Let me ask Chat. Well, other people are gonna watch this later, but Chat, would you not like it if Ian wasn't commenting on videos while you were watching them? Zoom for the win. Oh, Mr. Coneman says that.
All right.
Vote.
It's an easy enough swap, probably.
No, it's not bad. What is it? Oh, okay. Oh my.
And in Zoom, you can just click share audio.
Yeah, thank you. I got it. Yeah. And there's another right there. Oh my goodness.
Disembodied
Fresh like
hands
coffee.
giving you an oddly sized mug.
Ugh. And a piece of chocolate. Ritter Sport.
Ritter Sport, that's good
I'm
stuff.
gonna save that. I'll eat that when I'm done. Or maybe, I don't know. Near the end. Yeah, okay, so let me kick you out. Kick you to the curb.
You win.
Okay, and now I'm going to... This will be fun. Hi, everybody. Everybody just hang. Just for a second. Sorry. It's a bummer because otherwise Discord works really well. I got to figure that out. We did testing beforehand, but didn't test the audio because I figured that would. Hi, Serenite. I'm doing well. I'm doing really good. This is the last thing that I have to do before I move. It's just literally, when I say do this, like I'm almost like pack my computer up and just like, get out of here. Okay. I already logged in with that account. So all I need to do is go here and go here. And you might hear some Slack sound effects, but you're not going to see this because you're watching XSplit. Okay. I go to Ian. I go like, okay. I'm going to join this. Yeah. Please wait for the host to start this meeting. I'm the host. Oh, come on. Here's the tricky thing about Zoom is we are doing recording Frame Trap right now. So I'm using a different Zoom account and it is not liking that. I guess someone else needs to. How is someone else needs to join the mute if I'm logged in with the account? Oh, wait. Yeah, I can't get it. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, okay, wait. Hold on. Wait, no. Wait, I got it. Wait. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. I can't figure that chat. You are so patient and wonderful. You are so great. Okay. Okay, now this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. Now I need to... Hold on a second. Chat's the best. Chat is so patient. How do I get the info for this call? Come on, man. How do I share a Zoom call? Chat, I swear. Advanced sharing options. Give me the link. I'm literally like in Zoom. I can't go to the... This is insane. Oh, boy. Okay. This is madness. Literally, I'm seeing every single option except just like, give me the link so I can send it to somebody and they can join this meeting. There we go. There it is. Okay. The last button I didn't push. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, back to Slack. Okay. Okay. I think Ian can join that. Yes, he's trying to. Yes. Yo.
Hey.
What's up?
Wait, I gotta
Okay.
get out of Discord. I'm hearing like 6 of us.
Yeah, I need to clone Discord too.
Okay, I'm here.
Great.
Hello.
Now what? Oh, wait, I'm working on it. That's right. Okay, so then I'm going to...
You got a screen cap, my dumbass.
I know. I got to... Well, I'm going to share my screen first and then screen cap you. Yeah,
Hi, Mizzle Mage.
Because, yeah, then that makes you, like, super small. And there's just, like, nothing I can do about it. Just makes you...
I like being super small.
It makes you really bad looking. Oh, well. All right.
That's just my face.
No, it's not. It's not true. We all know that's not true. But I am going to look so much considerably better than you. It's going to be really unfair.
First time for everything.
Oh, that was the right response. That was the right response. That is not the thing I want to add.
I should have gone to the restroom during this.
Sorry.
I will go right now.
There he is. All fuzzy.
Here I am. My goodness, am I blur town.
Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna go to research break.
Cool. I'm going to re-queue
This room.
RF. Sorry, RF, that you
Hello.
were like the audio test here during this. But we are set. Going to save this presentation. In case I got to reboot this. Actually, if he's gone, then I'm going to... Because if we go to... Well, photos was fine. But if we go to music, I got to add him to music, right? Okay. Got to add Ian to the music. Try not to clash. XSplit at the time. Got to add Ian to the music. Do. Making changes in real time. We're lucky we have this community, because they send stuff to us and they're very patient. We can do it. We can get to the end of the showcase, everyone. All right. There we go. Super keeping this in the audio of this. Then it goes up, definitely putting up an audio version of this with just this gap here. I can't move till this ends. Well, it's a good thing I'm not wearing shoes. And I think Ian can still hear us. We just can't talk about stuff.
I could hear everything. You had a beautiful song, Jones.
Thanks. Speaking of sounding beautiful, let's kick it off. I've switched.
Okay.
Take it away.
The boy sat quietly, still looking around the place, thinking about how
Are
he
you
was in Sam's
playing it?
room.
Oh my God. Okay.
Go
Sorry.
up. No, wait. Go up to
No,
the
yeah,
top
that's-
in
no,
the
that's a Zoom
options
thing.
and say
Oh my
share system audio.
It like defaults to that. I don't know why it didn't. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Oh, jeez. How do I get... Okay, no, then I gotta go. How do I add audio more? Share computer sound. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay. And why? Okay, now I gotta add you to everything. Oh my goodness. Zoom. Zoom.
Add me to everything. Oh.
It took it. You moved, but it like considered it a different type of window, and so it just dumped it. It's like I don't know what that is. Boom.
Here I am.
There you are again. Hopefully you'll be on the other screens, but who knows? My goodness.
Who
for the
knows?
8th time.
Tell me when you start. I hear it.
Alone,
No, that's
sitting
not-
on her bed.
Come on now. Okay.
I hear everything.
Here we go.
The boy sat quietly, still looking around the place, thinking about how he was in Sam's room, alone, sitting on her bed. Zeke couldn't see the increasingly deep shades of red he was becoming as he thought about that. Part of him wanted to grab Fenrir and hide his face into the felt of the plush wolf's mane. It was then that he heard a loud sound coming from outside the door. "Zeke, could you come and help us, please?" Mrs. Garrett shouted from the first floor. "All right," Zeke said as he stood up quickly and started to walk forward. "I'll be right." His blushing, mixed with the dizziness from standing up too fast, caused him to lose his balance. Zeke reached out for anything he could grab to keep from falling. He reached out, his hand gripping the massive bookshelf next to him. As his hand caught it, he felt his body slow down for about a second, and then felt the shelves start moving. Everything after that was kind of a blur. He heard glass shatter. He felt dozens of books fall on top of him. He saw the bookcase itself slam into the wall and dresser. When he finally hit the ground, it was over. And although he was glad that nothing hit his face or head, the shock of everything made his mind race, trying to process what happened. That's when he heard it. The sound of loud, quick footsteps rushing up the stairs and towards the door. The wooden door flew open. Zeke couldn't tell who it was, as there was a bookcase mostly on top of him that was obstructing his view. He heard a second set of footsteps, quieter and moving up the stairs slowly, following soon after, which means he knew that both Sam and her mother would see what happened. "Zeke!" Sam screamed. "What the hell did you do?" For the complete story and to support my work, go to ko-fi.com/rfswitchart. That's ko-fi.com/rfswitchart. Bookshelf provided by PlayStation.
Yes. Yes. Excellent. Somebody asked about in chat that is your fan. That's your air conditioning in the background, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're hearing a noise, that's my air conditioner. It got hot in here.
RF, that was wonderful. We've all been there.
Yeah. Loved it.
I love the crashing of glass is very important. It's one thing if the books fall, but it's like you got to break
Survive
something.
bookshelf.
You got to break something. And I'm going to bring this up. And it sucks. It's going to start playing, and I want to stop it almost right away. Okay.
Holy night.
Nope. Take it over. Jesse Blue, hi Jones and Ian, and all the allies tuning in. Jesse's about to sing, you can tell. It's been one hell of a month so far in this hellhole of a year. I would say thank God it's almost over, but 1, not sure if the next year will be much better, and 2, I don't believe in 1, but I digress. Before I get into my submission, let me first say it almost didn't happen. I wanted to do something different, but more aligned with my original passion, singing. But the more I tried to do the more I kept telling myself, it's crap and getting discouraged. I have RF Switch to thank for kicking me in the ass and nudging me into finishing it, and I love her for it. Between RF and a few other wonderful members of the community, I'm pushing through the pain and the stress and the noise, and have something to show for it. It's not completely what I wanted to submit, but the biggest part of it anyways. And now onto my submission. With Halloween over, there are only the colder months approaching, so I thought a classic holiday favorite would be in order. This is a parody of a parody, and will help those next few weeks pass quickly as the best night of the year for some approaches. Please enjoy. I love you. I love you both and all of you chat, and after finishing this project, I even love myself a little bit more. Hugs all around. Love and respect. Jesse Blue. All right.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our console's release. Long lay the gamers in pre-order limbo. Their cards are charged, but no package has shipped. A thrill of hope, the gaming world rejoices. A tracking number in email arrives. All on your knees. Oh, hear the UPS truck. Oh, night divine. Our console has arrived. Oh, night divine. Next gen starts right now.
Nice. Wonderful.
Yeah! Really, really good. Really, really good. Thank you.
That
thank
was
you.
very fun. Yeah, good singing.
Ah, Ian's gone.
Here I am.
Hold on a second.
That was great. Both very good. Here I am.
Here I am.
I wonder if
Right.
you can like click on me to maximize me in Zoom, and then I'll be higher fidelity, and then because you don't need to see your own screen. No, wait, because it's never mind.
When I share a screen,
Yeah.
it does a thing with the camera and sticks to it. There's no way to
It
move it around
becomes
or
that
anything.
little guy.
Because it's like, why would you want to see those people? It's like,
Yeah.
because I'm a streamer, damn it. Adam
I'm
Henschel.
a streamer, damn it.
Hey, Brandon and Ian, without going too deep, I know that I'm just one of many people that have been struggling with mental tolls that this year has brought upon us, ranging from menial personal inadequacies to the seemingly endless amount of global crises at hand. With all of that and more on my mind, I went with something a little more low-key this month and put together a rough little recording of the music from Final Fantasy XV's beachside resort of Galden Quay. Thanks for listening, and I hope November treats everyone well. Adam.
Who is this?
This is Adam Henschel.
Oh, okay.
Who Nary? No, it doesn't happen. He's in every showcase. I tried to be eloquent about it and failed.
Ain't Mr. One.
He keeps showing up with his guitar.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm
we
so
need this.
chilled out already.
We need it.
Ooh. Yeah. Dang.
Super chill.
I want to go to there. Also,
Yeah.
nice shirt. One of
That's
our
the thing
new
about Final
shirts from
Fantasy.
Mr. T.
You just want to spend time in some of these zones because these tunes are so
You know,
so chill.
weirdly, I realized you could put a song from Deadly Premonition on that. The ba da 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 would fit on top of that song.
Do you want some Deadly Premonition music? I got.
Do you have some?
I might have. That might be queued up. That might be something
That
we're gonna
would
get to
be
in a little
crazy.
bit.
Adam, that
I-
was magnificent. That was so
Adam.
good.
Adam is a wizard on guitar. I like the. Adam's been throwing a lot of crazy instruments at us the last couple of months. There's something
That was
special.
pro
There's something
AF.
special and pure about two Adams on guitar, just riffing on each other. Kieran Little writes in, and you might recall, has melted our faces several times in the past, but I love that he's basically following Adam's lead. Hi, Brandon and Ian and allies across the globe. For this month's submission, I thought it was time to show that just because I rock doesn't mean that I'm made of stone. Okay, sorry for the bad pun. But seriously, 2020 is a crazy time, and sometimes heavy metal isn't just the most appropriate thing to get through that. So I decided to make some calming acoustic-based music and even try my hand at a little bit of lo-fi beat making. For those of you watching that are like, oh, we're not getting any metal, you're getting metal, don't worry. I also wanted to revisit the Suikoden series, as Ian was finally on the showcase, and he's been representing Suikoden on Easy A content for years now. So this one's for you, Ian. The main theme of Suikoden 1 has always been something I return to distress. So if anyone has that 2020 anxiety right now, I hope this helps in some small way to help you breathe a little easier. We'll get through this, allies. P.S. I really enjoyed Ian's home office synth command station tour. Blinky lights rule.
So many lights. Oh God.
De-stress, sorry, not distress. The look at the end is so good. Like, well, not bad.
Oh, I love
really,
that
really good.
song, and I love that game, and that video was so good. Immediately, I was just like, yeah.
All comes rushing
Oh
back.
my God.
Hi, allies. I know this is longer than a typical submission, but I wrote this song with my friend Tim Huang, me lyrics, him music, and we recorded it during quarantine. I really wanted to share it with you. The singer is Ali Ewoldt, who played Christine in Phantom of the Opera on Broadway.
Damn.
Yeah, I guess you have to sing to do that role. I'd also like to point out that the man playing the violin in the lower right-hand corner is Tony Award-winning playwright and Pulitzer Prize finalist David Henry Wang. Love and respect.
What?
Who are we?
How do you know
that's what
these
I want to know.
people?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. When I first brought this clip up, I'm like, something's wrong here. What is this?
Yeah.
This is the wrong clip. Apparently not. Here we go.
Spoiler
No,
alert.
not spoiler alert. No, wrong clip. You, Patrick, you're there. There might be spoilers in this. I don't know. Singing spoilers? Yeah, this gal can sing. Look out.
The universe is growing. Not a scary thought at all. An infinite expanse on an infinite advance. How can that be real? And now you say you're going, and the universe is small. So shouldn't I be sad? But how can I be sad when I feel the way I feel? feel the sand beneath my toes. And you, the ocean's constant tidal flows. And you, I see a disappearing sky. And then all the stars, they start to fly. And you, in an infinite, unbroken world, I have to trust what's true. There's you. I hear Debussy's Clair de Lune. And you, I taste a perfect crab rangoon. And you, Kandinsky sketches on his pad. And you, I watch my 14th Breaking Bad. And you, broken world with so much more to do. Ah, there's you. So go if you need to. Go if you need the time. You can take it slow, but oh, soon I'm sure you'll know everything. The shiver down my arm. And you.
Sorry, that was like 5
What?
minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wait,
It.
Jones?
I gotta kill it. I know, I gotta kill it. It's 5 minutes long. I gotta kill
You
it.
monster,
It's so
Jones.
good.
That
It's
was
so good.
incredible.
I know.
The pizzicato coming in at the Debussy reference is inspired. I love that. Oh my god, that was so
and
good.
it was abrupt because I was just like, oh damn it, I gotta stop this.
What's the time limit?
3 minutes. That's 3 minutes.
Ah,
I
3
know.
minutes flew by, man.
No musical theater number is 3 minutes long.
Send me that. Who made that?
Patreon.com/CCLS.
Send me all of these.
Community Showcase November 2020. Go and you can click that and you can watch the whole thing. I'm
Also-
teasing. That's what we're teasing. We're teasing today,
We're
right?
teasing him.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta clear it up. Everyone always says like, "Oh, this is Jones bait. Jones is the musical guy." We're both the musical person.
Oh, for sure.
I went
Yeah.
to a theater conservatory, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
I'm a theater nerd.
What musicals have we done? We both did Joseph. I'm trying to think what musicals we've
Yeah, I
both
was
done.
Joseph.
Yeah.
That's probably the
Yeah,
one
but
we
Jones
both
talks
did.
about it every second of every day. I do not.
Jones does,
but I am
like,
so
I
happy.
don't talk about myself enough.
I love
apparently.
musicals slowly creeping in. Good stuff. Thank you, Patrick. Mason Victoria, and congrats, man. Great song. Hello, Brandon and Ian. I hope you had a lovely Spooktober. I spent the last week watching all of your Patreon party streams, revisiting Luigi's Mansion 3 and finishing it, and having a Discord party with some friends who celebrated completing work on a little game called Watch Dogs Legion. This year has been incredibly difficult for me as a music technology graduate student attending school online. The time spent on my computer has dramatically drained creative energy, so I decided to try something new. Hardware synth.
Oh shit! Welcome aboard.
Ian, your videos of modular synthesis consistently inspire me. Synthesis, sorry. Synthesis consistently inspired me to be creative, fragile, outside of the box, and is pushing me closer and closer to the world of modular. But since I'm currently on a student budget, I decided to do a cheaper route for now: pocket operators and the Korg new tech synth. Basically,
I just
synths
got a
for
new pocket
ants.
operator.
Nice. Today, synths for ants. Today, I'm sharing a track I made with these synths for a game jam. It's incredible to think of all the sounds and effects that came out. I've been having so much fun creating music without a computer and feel so much more refreshed after every session. Here's hoping to one day I can have as beautiful a setup as you do. Love and respect, Mason Victoria. At Mason Achu. Mason, A-C-H-U.
It's ridiculously a lot of money.
And I think this is the first time Mason's creeped in. We usually get Mason's, not SoundCloud, but Mason sent us a link to music. Whereas I think it's the first time you submitted a video. I don't know. I don't recall. I don't think we see Mason's face in this. But we
Got to see those
He
scenes.
does see Ken. Yeah, we do see the scenes. Take it away, Mason.
Nice.
Good stuff. I just want to point out because I love it. Mason Victoria Learning Services Assistant up there. And
Yep, I saw that.
I love this jolly vertical loop cable. It's just whoop. That's literally just straight up. It'd be fun
Yeah,
if
you
like
got to patch those together.
it'd be fun
They're
if like
serving the audio through them all.
it'd be fun if cables were like bendy like coat hangers, so you could just like make big patterns out of cables. It would all just stay like where you left it.
Some
That'd be
are.
cool. That'd be neat. That'd be neat.
That was
Mason,
great.
that's wonderful. Thank you.
Which pocket operators were you using? I couldn't tell from the. And you have a fun case on the one. The plastic case is cool.
Kevin
I thought
Gillet.
about getting that little cord, but I didn't.
Hello, Brandon. Hello, Ian. Thank you for the patron party. Those show and tells were sweet. Excited for the new shows as well. Star of the party, Don's Home Office. Now, sure, I posted some Jolly Mario music in October, but that was because it was just the beginning of Halloween month. So I actually want to spend my month of October working on a Halloween submission for the showcase. So here we are, a few days after Halloween, and I've got something to keep the spooks going. I'm not going to say much to introduce this one apart from this. Yes, Ian, some of us actually watched it.
Ah! That was hardcore.
That
I
was.
loved it.
That was.
The organs coming into the strings. Oh my god. I love the like drumming. Oh,
Yeah, that
so
rendition
cool.
was stomping all over the place. That was great.
Warms the heart.
And our final musical track before we get into videos to wrap up the showcase from Ben Fitter, Hey Jones and Ian. Here's a piano medley to celebrate the recent finale of a year-long adventure that will go down as one of my all-time favorite Easy A streams. Enjoy, Ben F.
Ah. This menu theme is so good.
It's Super Mario World.
It sounds like it. Love it. Oh my god. Yes.
That's a good track. I really like that last track.
Oh, they're so good, dude. That track
Yeah.
reminds me of that track Elm or ELM or whatever from Cowboy Bebop. But yeah. Da, 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 da.
All right.
So
I'm going to lose
good.
Ian for just a hot second. Boop. But now he's back. And it's time to watch some videos.
What's Homer say in the episode where he goes 3D and he's like, Marge, I'm somewhere where I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
I'm hot and I'm scared or something. That was awesome.
From Eric Jackson. I love that. I loved covering his bases. Happy Friday, Brandon and Ian. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to apologize to anyone who felt tense or triggered by last month's video. The story did not happen to me. I wasn't sure. It just told a very spooky story. It was just a scary story I wanted to read in honor of Halloween. You scared me. It was like somebody broke into his house and was creeping up on him. For this month, I wanted to share something in honor of Brandon, he who gave so much that ECA may live. The garage will live in all of us. He wrote this. You can check it on Patreon. This month, I'll share a selection of Batman characters I used to audition for a project that ultimately never got off the ground, but might as well live on in some form. This rules. I hope you enjoy it. I augmented 2 of them to get closer to the original vibe. The last one in particular is my favorite. And finally, if anyone ever wanted to do a collaboration looking at you, Jesse Blue, and RF Switch, I'd be down. Happy holidays. Love and respect. Eric. Yeah, and before I play it, just the first screen that I saw when I was bringing up the video, I was like, oh yeah, sure.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Alfred, you don't understand. They didn't fear me. Sorry. I'm a bit late to the party. It seems I lost my invite. Well, but don't worry. I'm only here for one man. Which one of you is Carmine Falcone? Nice to see you helping out the city, Wayne. It's definitely a nice change. I have a feeling you and I will get along damn well. I hope we can plan a business arrangement sometime in the near future. Get him. He's begging for a hurtin'. What's with this guy? And on top of finding this vigilante, Loeb wants us to attend the fundraiser event tomorrow. The damn nerve that man has. Well, if it isn't our host. So, what do you pick? Heads or tails? Because I have a feeling the odds will be in our favor. Money, wallet, jewelry, all of it. Now! I'm dying, kid. Maybe it's what I deserve. Maybe this is justice for what I did that night. Just leave me alone! Sorry to rudely join in. I'm Oswald Cobblepot. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Falcone. Now, Mr. Wayne won't be any trouble. Will you, Mr. Wayne? I thought not. You don't understand. I can't let it go. Not until I make the cut. Don't worry, Batman. It's just a little fire. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday.
How'd you do that?
What would you do to save the woman you loved, Batman? I've got your scent, Batman. Michael Caine.
Loved it. What Victor Zaz? I like that one a lot.
Yeah. Victor Zaz, the beginning of Arkham Asylum. And he's in, Birds of Prey.
Oh, Michael
Check it out.
Caine.
Michael Caine. I found a gem the size of a tangerine. Happy gaming. Hello, Ian and Brandon. I hope the season is treating you and everyone well. Last month, I've continued my pursuit of and passion in making more reviews to try and get into the habit of doing so regularly and maybe get something going out of it outside from my podcast. I know it's not a lot to point your finger at and to say a single review a month, but I do this whole process on my own, and it's very time consuming and takes a lot of energy. Yes, I so of course very, very much sympathize with that. So if anything, I'm just personally very proud of what I put out. This month's review is for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I played it with my girlfriend, and we both really enjoyed ourselves. As with the last few reviews I've shared, I'd love to have some honest, constructive criticism from you both, whom I definitely consider two masters of editing in the industry. This one was a little strange to edit beyond a visual novel, which was an interesting challenge. If chat or anyone would like to check out my previous reviews, you can find them on my YouTube page by searching for Happy Gaming Reviews. I'm not the happy console gamer, unfortunately, or more easily by visiting my Patreon page, patreon.com/happygaming. Or on there, you'll find all of those reviews and also my podcast, which you can check out for free for those interested. Hopefully soon, I'll have my review of Crash Bandicoot 4 up to share for next month's showcase. Hope you all have a wonderfully festive month. Love you both and love you, chat. And chat, love you too. Brian from Happy Gaming. And this is longer than 3 minutes. I will be cutting it harshly. Yep.
The cards seem to have been stacked against me. Time and time again, the witness's testimony seems to put my client into a deeper and deeper hole, proving seemingly without any doubt that they're guilty beyond any reparable state. In my hands, I hold several pieces of evidence collected from my own personal investigations, trying to help my client. But those all hinge on two things: the testimony of the prosecution and the called witnesses. So I press harder with each statement they give throughout their carefully constructed recount, making them clarify each and every detail that they seem to have skimped on or intentionally skipped. all their statements causing further complications for the client, who might throw my career down the drain to protect an honor. But then it happens. Their statement doesn't match up. There's a contradiction in what they so confidently said, a detail out of place, and I can prove it. I have them clarify once more before jumping to my feet, slamming the table, shouting as I watch their once confident facade squirm into what is now a perturbed scowl, a stuttering attempt to keep their cool. I've rearranged the deck, and now it's stacked against them. I have the evidence to prove it. These are the cycles of simple joys of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, a game where you're an up-and-coming defense lawyer always out to protect his client. Originally developed in 2001 for the Game Boy Advance by 7 people, Phoenix Wright is a small game with big ambitions, combining a detective simulator with a visual novel, with light adventure game elements on the side. It all seems like a tall order, but for the most part, the first game in this series pulls it off with grace. Broken into 5 distinct chapters, Ace Attorney has you defending several different clients who have been charged with murder. It's guilty until proven innocent, and it may seem straightforward in the first chapter to find an error in the testimonies brought forth from witnesses with evidence already provided. This gets a lot trickier though when you're tasked with listening to accounts from several witnesses, potential suspects, and investigating scenes for evidence, along with interviewing all potentially involved. There are a lot of moving parts, and more often than not, the truth of the case doesn't show its face until the last half, when the hidden cards are dealt. But you're not trying to prove anyone guilty, as it can be easy to forget sometimes. On the contrary, your focus is on finding the contradictions in the testimonies in an attempt to defend your client. Only in doing so can you hope to find the real culprit. The game is split between 3 distinct sections throughout each chapter. You'll interview your client and hear their side of the story. Then you'll go to the scene of the crime and see what evidence you can find to bring to court, interviewing all even vaguely involved who have a thing or two to say. Finally, you'll take all of your knowledge and evidence to court and go to battle against a prosecuting attorney who are trying their absolute hardest to prove your evidence insignificant to the case or outright false. There's a real sense of playing detective here, and if you want to stay on top of things, you'll need to pay attention. For the most part, Phoenix Wright does a good job of keeping on track with your own mental hurdles, and so it will make sense when to present a piece of evidence to contradict a statement, or knowing where to investigate a crime scene. This can be immensely satisfying when your own brain is in perfect sync with the flow of the case, and Phoenix says exactly what you're thinking when presenting evidence. The last couple chapters can be rather obtuse, and where they expect you to make connections, however, especially the final one, which was released several years after the original game. The leaps in logic here can make those parts a frustrating challenge to get through without a walkthrough. However, they don't take away from the joys of discovering the story and the characters. Each chapter is filled with charming, lovable, and comical characters that you'll get to know, all with silly cartoonish names that will stick in your brain like their caricature antics. Dick Gumshoe is a detective who can never catch a break, but always wants to do the right thing. Miles Edgeworth is a lifelong friend and rival, who is cool, level-headed, and a little cold and detached, but has always sided with the prosecution. And Maya Fey is the younger sister of your mentor, who will always be by your side with a snarky quip, encouraging hints, and sincere support throughout, even when it seems like there is no way to win the case at hand. These are just a handful of a large cast that slowly gets introduced to you, and their hearts are as big as their senses of justice. A huge amount of praise has to go to those who went through the hard work of translating the game as well, as the characters all use puns, jokes, and wordplay that often comes out in crucial court scenes. Many of these lines needed to be changed through localization, and while it's noticeable in certain areas, like the change to put the setting to Los Angeles, even though it is clearly not in actuality, I feel that the work done here should be commended much more than condemned. Even through the minor gripes of gaps in logic, even with the sometimes head-scratching translation choices, and even without the colorful cast of supporting characters, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is still a game that is almost like nothing else I've ever played.
Cool. Good conclusion there. You're done. Boom, you're out.
I think you let it go longer than 3 minutes, Jones.
I'm sorry. I was. You know what I was? I was thinking about notes to give him.
Yeah, it seemed fine to me.
Yeah. The one thing that he was doing, that can be really tricky that I try to do in anything where it's like a retro or an interview or something is like when you have scrolling text, sometimes if you like make a cut and then it's like, okay, the clip's almost over. And then right before the clip ends, like somebody else starts talking and like that can be kind of jarring. So one thing that you nailed Happy Gaming in this is that like every time it cut to somebody talking, the sentence started, it stopped. And then nothing happened before we cut out. Cause like little things like that. I had one like in Spider-Man where it was like he was like running up a building and right when the shot started there was a light on right to the right of him and it's just seeing that at the beginning of the edit, it's like, whoa, what was that? And it's like, oh, let me just slide that over. Okay, that's cleaner.
Because your brain registers stuff like that kind of like a flash frame where it, like if you have like a white frame or something or a black frame for a second, like if you see the beginning or end of action before a cut and it doesn't have matching action on the other side of the cut, it'll look like a bump.
Michelle, you were after Sarah. Sarah is next. Sarah Imshog, and then you were next after that, Michelle. So Michelle taking a break and coming back. One post. In about 3 minutes, you will be up. Sarah Imshog, hey, greetings, Ian and Jones. I hope you and Sophia enjoyed the haunted house, Ian, as I'm sure Tara Evan has shown off already. For anyone that wants to visit the haunted house, the dream code is, I thought we had it, 1104-9308-5321. I'm going to drop that in chat right now. We go. Boom.
Computer.
As for me,
Ian AC.
Drawtober was a success, and I got some real goodies from the community this year. Slight warning. Ian, how far into Final Fantasy IX are you?
Not overly.
If you haven't finished Disc 1 yet, tiny spoiler after the My Hero Academia submission. I'm sure Jones can point it out. All that said, now back to your working on my webcomic. Hope everyone is staying safe out there. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Black Lives Matter. Much love and respect. Sarah Imshog, a.k.a. Sarah Knight. P.S. Remain calm. It's not over until every last ballot is counted.
Truly.
Take it away, Sarah.
All those votes are mattering, too. That's the happiest she's ever looked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know who that is.
This is the 9 one, right?
Yeah, it's a character. You might have recognized this character just from videos of Final Fantasy IX. A very, very good character.
Oh, cool.
All right. Oh God, another spoiler. Interesting pick. Final Fantasy. Yeah.
So good. Drawings.
From Michelle Jackson. Hello, allies. To be honest, my mental health hasn't been great as of late, and I was feeling a bit burnt out, so I decided to take the month off of game dev. Michelle, good for you.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to completely unplug, but mostly worked on personal art and clearing my backlog. So instead of a game dev update, hey, clearing your backlog, you're doing research. So instead of a game dev update, I thought it would be fun to submit a workspace tour, similar to how y'all did for the patron party. Love and respect. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Hey,
Swords. Yeah. Shout out to the Wii U, man. Wii U get some love.
Yeah.
And
That was
library.
great.
Michelle, love
Very organized
that.
room.
Love that. Because the joy is, you see all of this work produced, by
Yeah.
somebody. It's fun to see where they produce it. And my goodness, working on the
Yeah.
showcase, I've seen a fair amount of things produced by Michelle Jackson and loved all of them. Robert Seven Lee, good day. Brandon, you got him. Ian's finally back in the community showcase. It reminds me, haha, you thought you'd escape. It reminds me of a time where I avoided working Saturdays. Nobody noticed, and I kept my mouth shut. Anytime it would come up, I'd steer the conversation to another subject. This is also fun. I thought of this the other day because I don't know if there's a rule. I have very specific opinions about Monopoly. And one of my favorite things about Monopoly that we played as a family is if you land on a space and they don't notice, you're gone. You're out. You got to pay attention to who's landing on spaces. Somebody rolls, but people start talking and they start joking. And so if somebody would land on Boardwalk, they would hand over their dice to the next player. And if they were being nice, they would go, okay. And then they'd roll. And then they'd start to move. And then the person would be like, yeah, that was fun. Okay. Wait, you're on Boardwalk. And we're like, you missed it, dude. You missed it. You were doing something else. You got to pay attention. So yeah, that reminds me of that.
What reminded you of that?
I avoided working Saturdays. Nobody noticed, and I kept my mouth shut. So people are bringing up Saturday. Hey, weren't you supposed to work? Yeah, funny. Didn't it rain yesterday? Changing the subject. I have found things very difficult this year with everything going on. I can't put into words how much Easy Allies has meant to me during this time. For being my heroes, I'd like to share a thank you tribute video I made in Adobe After Effects. Something Ian could make in minutes, took me around 3 months on and off. We are so going to get flagged for this, and I don't care. I'll take the fall for this because I love it so much. There's no way we're not going to get flagged for this, but the 1978 Superman movie is my favorite ever opening title sequence, and I thought it'd be cool to teach it. Well, hold on. And I thought it'd be cool to see each of your names in that style. I admit it's not close to the original and rough like a launch day Bethesda game, but I hope you can see the intent. Huge thank you to L'Orchestra Cinematique for giving me permission to use their soundtrack. I just hope Twitch doesn't have an issue with it. I assure you it will. I've provided links to their YouTube and store page in my video description on YouTube for Jones' title explanation. Oh yeah, so we'll get into that at the end. But we'll kick it off. Fingers crossed. You can tell it's not the film version. It's like a different version of it. But like, the moment Twitch hears bump, it's over.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why I said oh no, because of the music.
So should we do everybody else first maybe, and then wrap it up at the end, just in case it like mutes past that or something? I don't know.
Well, yeah. Did they mute that? Whatever.
It is a 3-minute video that is just the Superman theme with it's obviously all of the amazing visuals.
For sure gonna get muted.
Okay, but let's sneak it at the end. Here, let's do Chris Park first. Hi, Brandon. This month's batch of Fate Servants is for Ian. I guess content creators and some novel characters. This is Fate Servants is a mobile game that I love so much. I don't play, but I just experience it vicariously through Chris Park. Yeah, bunch of crazy ass RPG finishers. Take it away, Chris.
思い知らせてくれる。
やだな。
見果てに言えよ。
もちろん。
ここに。我が空想、我が理想、我が無双。ディメンジョンをスキリグ。ではお前の人生をかけタイトルはそうメルヘンマイスター。我が装具の題名はファーストフォリオ。
繰り返す押し返す草のしおり。すべての童話お友達よ。
初歩的なことだ、トモ。エレメンタルマイピア。
What the hell is this game?
東方の三博士、
Famous
北欧
people
の
from
大
history and
地、
literature.
知恵
Kicking
の果
ass.
実。我が英知、我が万能はあらゆる英知を凌駕する魚のウニベルサーレ。
They took some creative license, I guess, a little bit.
マゴレクイエムフォローです。ゴットリープモーツァルトディオサンティシモミゼルコディアディミ。
Pissed off Sally.
我が行くは温州の彼方アンテルシャトーティフ。
カオルコは種に詳しくはありませぬ。けれども心ならば源氏物語青物語。
神の来帝はここにある。さあご覧に入れよう。システムケラウノス。万人に等しく光を与えよう。
He's a lion. He's a lion.
それこそが天才のなすべきカルマだ。ゴールドフェイスドミネーション。
オンそじりしたそうか。オンマカシリエ一里伝そうか。万象見通す検定北進より八甲擁護せし尊上の王よ。渾身の一筆を収め立てまつる。いざご見覧あれ。富岳36世神奈川秋ラミューラスサビ。
My precious.
What the hell is that game? It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Doing some DPS from Will Schmuck. Hi, Ian and Jones. I did it! I found a way to cheat the system and include 2 full pieces of media in my submission. I wanted to make a video now that Iceborne has had its final major content update, so I recorded myself killing Fatalis as a kind of send-off until Rise comes out. I also used music guaranteed to not get flagged, as it is a demo from the band I played drums in many years ago. Just guitars and drums for the demo, and I am not a video editor, so it may not be up to Ian's standards, but I hope you enjoy it. Weekly hunts forever. Yeah! That cut was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. Everybody's so modest about their editing.
Oh no, this is
There was like, it's not nearly as good, and it's like totally great. It's like, come on. That was
Super
awesome.
3D Cow. Hello, Easy Allies. This month, and somebody mentioned, wait, there's a really good, from Mr. Coneman in chat, double bass, harmony, guitars, and alternate picking were made for Dragon footage.
Yeah, so true.
Also good fighting. It looks like a fun fight.
Yeah.
Super 3D Cow. Hello, Easy Allies. This month, I have a progress update for you. I'm about to hit 3 full years of streaming, and a lot has happened this year. Thank you so much for doing these showcases and letting me show you my progress. Enjoy. You all play this game better than any of us can, so go for it.
Yeah, this melts
and congrats.
my brain.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
Next week will be the 3-year mark of streaming poppin' music. Great progress has been made this past year. My main goal has always been to beat Concertaire on level 48.
So difficult.
Just a couple months ago, this is how much trouble I was having with this song.
Oh, dang it.
Now here it is again 3 weeks ago.
now. Get it?
Oh my god. At the height of the pandemic, I found love on Tinder of all places. My girlfriend Rachel loves poppin' music and has watched every live stream since we met.
Another full combo song.
Good score and the full combo. Oh my gosh.
Don't know.
And she's getting pretty good too.
Oh, co-op.
Ooh, you beat me. No. I like having a mask because then I can be more emotive with like physical action. Look at this nice menu.
There was also a beta released for a poppin' music game on PC called Poppin' Lively, and the full version released just on Wednesday. Lastly, I have had one song I've been trying to beat every week for over 8 months. I set it as one of my weekly goals for each stream, and I refuse to give up until it's complete.
Oh, every time. Do you guys hold your breath like I do?
I look forward to my 4th year of poppin' music. Thank you, Easy Allies, for letting me share this game with you.
Yes! Yes! Oh, that was incredibly close.
That camera's getting beat up at the bottom there. That's actually on the board that he's smacking. The camera's like secure.
My God, that game just like I can't even begin to think about even knowing how to do that.
Shout out to Yokotaro letting the submission do the talking. Hi, Jones and Ian. Here's another one of the submissions.
After sleeping on Castlevania until earlier this year, I finally got a hold on the series, and I want to share my love for Rondo of Blood. But Ben Moore did a wonderful Don't Skip for Rondo just 2 years ago, so I need to put a little spin on this. We're actually here to talk about the Dracula X Chronicles, a remake, as Tetsuya Nomura might put it, of Rondo developed originally for the PSP. Please, consider this a full remake of the original game, unlike Final Fantasy VII's. Since DXC was in the Castlevania retrospective for only 22 seconds, I feel it deserves some additional attention.
Burned.
Richter is once again tasked with rescuing Dracula. And just like the original, we'll meet a more interesting character in Maria, who will lend her own vampire-killing talents to the rescue effort. DXC was a simple idea. Recreate Rondo of Blood in a 3D engine to modernize the visuals. There are a few added cutscenes, a kick-ass remix of the original soundtrack, and updated character art to more closely resemble Symphony of the Nights. The development team also modified some level layouts and bosses. The reason I wanted to bring this game up is because it's currently not available on modern platforms. Since the game was only released for the PSP, the only other consoles it's compatible with are the Vita and PlayStation TV, with the latter requiring soft modding to work.
This fight, man. This fight. Oh my god, this fight.
The Dracula X Chronicles is a game that preserves much of what made Rondo of Blood's original release so great, while also offering enough minor changes to keep things fresh enough to warrant the revisit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. All right, here we go. Time to have all of your hard work be silenced by our final video from Robert Seven Lee, playing my favorite musician in the world, Mr. John Williams. Well, not playing the song, but putting a fun edit together. I enjoyed this. Take it away. Aw. So Damiani and No. It's always fun. I always forget. You look at a bunch of people. Whenever somebody gives me the eight allied names, I could never think of the ninth.
Well, there are only 8 now.
I know it. And on that happy note, we'll wrap up the Easy Allies Community Showcase.
Oh, everyone, that was so good.
Woo! Yeah, here, let me throw you back.
This is your second longest relationship.
Oh, you're back here. Yeah, that worked. Yes, that is the Easy Allies Community Showcase. Remember the studio. We're back in the studio, baby, to shoot select videos here and there.
Yeah, don't
mostly
say
at
that.
home. Definitely at home today. Yeah, apologies for the massive gap there. Wanted to try to upgrade everything. Certainly, I look fantastic right now in camera, but Ian's a little fuzzy thanks to our current Zoom hookup. But we do this every month. I've been doing so many other things. I did not lock down who is going to be on the next showcase, but I will mention that on Cup of Jones as soon as possible. maybe this Monday I'll put that in the text post, but I'll get that info out to you as soon as you can, because people like to create things for the ally in question, as evident by a lot of easy allies and Ian Hinck themed things that we saw today. Thank you so much. $10 and above is our tier for the community showcase. So that's again 10. If you don't want to stop there, there's all sorts of other stuff you can get past 10. But at the end of every month, a week before the end of the month, I will put up a post for the next month. So the December 2020 community showcase from Easy Allies post will be going up the last week of November, and then the beginning of December, usually the first week, usually on a Monday, but we had lots of crazy stuff happening this week. We gather in the afternoon to look at the community showcase with the next person on the list. So thank you everyone for your obviously your wonderful contributions financially to Easy Allies this past month. Thank you everybody for submitting all of these wonderful drawings, screenshots, photos, music, videos, and just videos. But most of all, of course, Ian Hinck, everybody.
Most of all.
Most of all.
All I did was sit here and enjoy stuff.
You sat there so well, and you enjoyed it like no one else can. David Cleland said, hold up, and then wrote safety dance as a reply, but did not give us an actual post. So thank you for your support at that level, David Cleland. Thank you, everybody. We are Easy Allies. And we will... don't be saying sneaky things, because I might not be able to mute you right away, Ian, so...
Poopies.
As we go out. Poopies, everybody. Poopies. Have a wonderful November, and we will see you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.